I looked at that description and I immediately went, "Oh, this is Age of Ultron. Okay."
Yeah, I can see that.
Anyway, yeah.
I can see that. Um, so you guys live in this castle, and you guys get a signal. However, you guys feel you get your signals. How would you guys like? Is there a bat signal that goes up, or because obviously there's somebody who lets you know when something goes wrong. So you got to have like spies in these cities, even though they hate you. The cities hate you. How would you guys find these things out?
Would we all have like the same one, or like is it all one that like we all kind of respond to, or do we all individually have our own ones that kind of speak to us?
Fuck it. It's up to you.
Let us know.
It's up
I
to
would
you.
say there's like a bell or something that goes off
Okay.
in the school or something, like some white
Okay.
smoke or something coming from a chimney.
A bell and some white smoke. Okay, so you guys, when you guys are sitting down eating breakfast one morning, talking about the day, maybe comparing notes on summoning things, and a bell goes off. You're inside, so you don't see the smoke, but you hear your warning bell go off. Um, and you guys know that you normally gather around, like, there's a magical table that you gather around to find out where the trouble is.
Yeah, I would rush there.
Okay. Um, so yeah, you guys rush there. And you see on the table it's marked on this one spot that you guys know because you've probably gone to a few parties there. It's this massive castle, or this palatial castle, full of just the most foppish nobles that you've ever seen. Like they're they're even more fastidious about their clothing than you. Like with your pristine style, they're more about their clothing than you even.
Oh gosh, so
Um,
annoying.
yeah. And what's happening there is there's a massive army that's coming up from underground, from the crypts, of terracotta soldiers that are attacking them, and they're about to breach the walls.
Oh, oh my, oh my goodness! It seems these foppish folks are in trouble.
Ball's kind of in your court here.
Uh, yeah, I guess. How do we how do we get out?
You tell me.
Like, oh, because it's a flying castle. Oh, well,
Can you
okay. Well,
summon a flying beast, maybe? Like,
I've definitely have. Yeah, I definitely have like a griffin or something.
what about the
I,
other two?
okay.
I'll meet you down there. He turns into a shade, floats down.
I like it. Turns into shade, and just kind of floats on down.
Um, my character probably would have made like a portal ring
Yeah,
and drawn like a portal, and then she would have popped up on the ground down below.
yeah, that makes complete sense too. You're like traveling from place to place is easily your thing.
Yeah.
Like there's no competition with that one. So yeah, you get down there and you're waiting for them for a minute. Probably. What are your guys' names? Actually, let's do that. Let's go around. Tell me your name and like a short description about you, how you look. Let's start from the bottom step, or I'll start from the top so I don't put you on spot there, stuff.
Oh, I can come up with something on the spot.
Okay, then cool. What
Okay,
you
you do
got?
her first.
Um, her name is gonna be Blurt,
Blurt.
and it's spelled
Okay.
Blurt, Blurt.
I even spelled it right.
Um,
Yes.
and she's probably I want to say about 4.5 feet tall, and she wears a pair of fake elf ears because she thinks they're cool.
A
And her
fake
jacket,
elf ears, you said?
yeah, fake elf ears.
Okay.
And her jacket is like leather. And it's like a heavy leather, like a motorbike type leather, like you might see your motorcyclists wear.
Gotcha.
And she's got patches all over her jacket that represent various things.
Awesome. I like that. That's fantastic.
You might have an idea of where I'm taking this.
um,
Maybe.
Noah.
So trying to think. Sorry. My character's name is Oscar, and he is about like average height. He has he wears like furs and stuff, um, which is a little bit ironic because he like loves animals, but you know there are his pets that he used to have, and he like skinned them and like wears them to remember them by. So it's very
Okay.
like special. It's like a kind of a it's a personal thing for him. So he wears those, and he has a really big afro, and yeah, he's just like super cool, and yeah,
Okay.
She's
Awesome.
she's
yeah.
got a rainbow mohawk.
Rainbow Mohawk. Gotcha. And Ice Color.
Let's go with Dimbledorf.
You said Dimbledorf?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Is this the long lost brother of Dumbledore?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's he look like?
So his hair seems to be in a constant state of it's in the wind. It's blowing, even indoors.
Okay.
Uh, Aside from that, he's pretty plain. His, his robe kind of seems. I don't know. I didn't think that much. He's wearing clothes. There we go.
Just plain looking regular clothes. Keeps it nondescript. Okay.
The only thing that stands out is his magnificent hair.
What was your character's name again, Steph? Sorry, I forgot.
Blurt.
Okay, yeah, I just want to write it down so I know.
Blurt.
Yeah, that's how I spelled it.
So,
Okay, cool.
where
If
was I
anybody,
then? It
if
was
if anybody asks her last name is Blurt.
okay. Where was I at? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
So we had just flown down, or what they
Okay,
had
yeah, you were waiting. That's
did.
Steph or Blurt made it down first, and you were waiting there for a few minutes until Oscar made it down, and then you guys waited a couple more minutes, and then you saw you Dumbledore come floating down in his shadow shape.
Yeah. Dang it. Sorry, Discord acting funny to me right now. What was the
Okay.
last thing you said? I'm sorry.
You guys all floated down together, and you met up on the ground.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely last because like I like to do like flips and stuff and like you know
Okay.
You're
my
the
Griffin.
skydiving type.
Yeah, like we'll skydive and then we'll scoop back up and then do some spins and stuff because I really love doing that. So I'm very like flashy about about that kind of thing, like showing off my animals. So
Fair
yeah,
enough. Fair enough.
me and Andy the Griffin fly down.
Andy the Griffin.
Yeah, Andy Griffin.
I
Next thing you know,
approve.
there's gonna be a horse named Ed.
I approve. So you and Andy Griffin fly down, and you guys all meet up on the ground. Head there.
Um, yeah, I guess so. If no one else, I mean, we just ate, so we don't have to stop for any snacks. Unless you guys want to stop for snacks, but I'm pretty good. We can.
Emergencies.
No. Blart is got her half-eaten burrito still in her hand as she's walking. She's just kind of
Okay.
twirling her whip in her hand as she walks
Okay.
and eating at the same time as they talk. She's multitasking.
So, are we saying you guys jumped off close to the castle, or are you like did you do the castle over there?
The castle probably got the alert and started moving that way automatically, right?
Well, I'd said it was a ways away still, but I didn't know how close you guys were gonna. We'll say it's there. Anyways, we'll make it.
Yeah.
So what
I
do
mean,
you
we're
guys?
over a nondescript city, so
Well, yeah, but if I describe something a certain way, I don't know that you guys decide to do it a different way until you tell me. Now, anyways, so you guys came down near the city, and you see this giant terracotta army trying to bash down the walls.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a dumb question. What's not a dumb question? What is terracotta like
Like a
mean?
clay.
clay.
Okay, I thought so, but I was like, is that okay? Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a certain way of making clay.
Okay.
You know the Chinese army that they found.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
terracotta
that's
army.
that's
So
terracotta.
Yeah. Okay. So they're all like swarming on this castle.
yeah, they're swarming on the city,
Okay. Oh man. Oh.
and you can see them like stacking on each other to get over the walls.
Oh my goodness. Um.
Terracotta holds up pretty well.
Yeah.
You see, Dumbledore sign a little cult symbol near his gun, and then fire what looks to be a bullet, but in midair it transforms into a snake.
Just to clarify, so I can make sure I actually heard this, Gene. You said Dumbledork, as in Dork, not Dorf.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay.
It's the accent, It's different,
Okay, so you shoot out this bullet that flies through the air at high speeds and turns into a snake that stays straight and stays flying through the air, and then just barrels into a group of
Wow.
the terracotta soldiers. It doesn't make it through like too many of them because they're pretty sturdy, but it starts trying to. Was this a constrictor snake?
Yeah.
So it
Little rat.
starts trying to wrap around each soldier and just crush each one and just move to the next one and crush another one and move to, and it's slow going, but it's pretty steadily crushing its way through this pack.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna run forward some, and I'm gonna take out my crystal bow and shoot like just like a volley of crystal arrows at these things.
A volley of magical crystal arrows. Like, are we
Yes.
talking 10 or 100 arrows?
Probably right now, like I don't really know the foe we're facing right now, I probably like 30 or 40.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you see 30 or 40 arrows arc out, go flying, and they hit these terracotta soldiers. And where they hit, you watch the terracotta just turn really dry and start cracking and breaking. And it doesn't kill the soldiers outright, it just slowly dries them out until they break as they start moving. and fall down. So 30 of them went down, but you're looking at an army of a couple few thousand.
Okay, I do a backflip.
Do a backflip? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Blart is going to draw in the air some Doctor Strange-like symbols, and below a group of the Terracotta Army, there's going to be a portal that opens, and then about 100 feet in the air, when looking up, you can see another portal open up, and those terracotta soldiers just come crashing through.
Do you open the portal over other soldiers so that they hit other soldiers when they fall?
Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, you see this giant portal open up around like 50, 60 of these terracotta soldiers just open up right below them. And they fall through, and as they're falling, they even grab some and pull in an extra 10. So there's like 70 of them fall through. And then this giant portal opens up in the sky, just writhing with power. And these 70 soldiers fall down onto the terracotta army, smashing another 80 of them.
I mean, this is obviously going to leave craters in the ground, so now we know why the cities don't like us.
Right?
Okay, yeah, that was my turn.
And I mean, if you guys describe bigger things, like your power is limited by how creative your descriptions get.
I have an idea.
Okay.
So, okay, I would suggest a Blurt. Um, hey Blurt, can you do one of those portals? Open it up in front of us, and then have the other side of it aim downward at these things.
Yeah, what's your idea of going through the portal? What are
I
we
want to
doing to
shoot
them?
like a shit ton, like 100, like 200, if I can, like as many arrows as I can through it, like straight, and then they'll go like downward from like above, and then they'll actually fall downward and hopefully like push them down, so they're not able to climb up, basically. If that makes sense.
Yes. So she does her Doctor Strange drawing again, and this time the portal is got like a bluish outline this time. The previous one had like a black outline,
Okay.
and it opens about how high do you want it to be up, Noah?
Uh, Probably like a good like 20, 30 feet, maybe. I don't
Okay,
know.
so she's gonna open it about 30. Well, she's gonna go a little bit higher than that. She's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
go
fine.
about
It's
35
manageable.
feet, and you see another portal open with the same bluish outline. Um, just positioned over another group of the terracotta army.
Yeah. So then I just take out my bow and just fast, just
You
shooting like,
notice that as you're shooting, when you move, the hole that she created moves where the direction you want it to move.
oh yes. So yeah, I'm basically like it's like a weird like portal turret thing. I'm just sort of aiming and just
Just taking out a couple hundred of those things, dropping those arrows, it just dry them out, and you watch them fall back on each other. Like, because you hit some of the lower ones and they crack, and you watch these pyramids that they'd been creating to get people up on top of the walls just start to crumble and fall back onto the people or onto the soldiers behind them. And off in this distance, you can see some smoke in the city, but you're not sure if it's just like fires from normal stuff or anything bigger. But you notice smoke now.
Hmm.
But these soldiers are very adamant about going through this. They're getting around. They're like surrounding it to where they're getting towards to the door and starting to bash on the door. And a whole bunch of them hitting at the same time because they're all basically automatons, so they're timed perfectly with each other. Boom, boom, boom.
This doesn't look good. Dimple, what do you think of this mess?
I I could try gun.
Well, you got more than a gun, dude. But you can do cool things with your gun, like that snake. The snake, you watch, it's still tearing through the crowd too. Like it's not done. This thing is it's methodically, systematically just crushing each one that it comes up against. And it'll wrap itself around like the bottom of those pyramids and crush like the ones on the bottom so the top ones fall down.
Hmm.
Yeah. Blurt is after they've fallen through the portal. Blurt's gonna try to line herself up with the ones that are banging on the door, and she's gonna pull out her whip and like whip it and make it so that the whip, because the whip's long enough that it wraps around all of them, and like she pulls it tight so that it's like tied them together,
Okay.
and then she is going to with one hand she's going to be drawing yet another portal. This one is green, and through the portal like picture, I guess you could say, you can see like these vines like coming out of the portal, and they like reach out and attach to the group of the group that she has um
Wrapped up.
bundled, and you can like see like these tentacles like each attached to one of the terracotta's heads before it starts sucking it through the portal.
So you just suck that whole group straight through the portal.
Yep.
Here's the thing. I forgot. I need to actually make you guys roll for things sometimes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was wondering when we were gonna do that.
I was all like, "Hey, fuck it. This is a cool story."
I'm having fun coming up with things. Why do I gotta roll for it?
Because it could complicate things and make things more interesting.
I just fed a group of terracotta army to a tendril tentacle Cthulhu god.
So roll me your wizard.
Oh, okay. So what do I have to roll? 3d6?
Yep. Awesome. Everything goes off exactly like you said it did. This portal opens up. You watch as the portal opens up above them. The whip extends through and just keeps extending. Just keeps extending and wraps around all these terracotta soldiers and cinches them up tight. And then through this portal, through this other portal, there's this, like she said, just this group of tentacles that reach out, grab each one by the head, and suck them up into the portal and just clear off the whole drawbridge.
Do we know how many like nobles are inside this palace?
Oh, there's a bunch of them. There's a
Okay.
lot of them, and there are parties all the time and stuff. So seeing smoke
Then
coming up
there's,
isn't really a danger sign.
I mean, it's nobles. They're gonna have like a big old party and ball and like
Yeah.
feast, and it's like a orgy, non-orgy.
How is that non?
So just a heads up, that whole thing that she did, I set as a standard difficulty. There's audacious and clutch above that, so get creative.
Oof. Okay.
You can be more powerful. Just it's
Okay.
riskier. It's riskier.
And do I need to keep track of anything like the stress or anything like that?
When you gain a success, you don't get any.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, it's only if it's equal or less than that you gain stress or determination.
Oh, okay.
You
And
Got it.
right now, we've just shown up because this army has come, but we don't know who's behind it, or like We just know
No,
it
you
came
just
from.
see an army attacking the city and decide to jump in and start mauling the army.
Okay. Can I like try and? I want to find out where they're coming from, like where they even like came from. Did they just
There's a
like?
nearby, like, I'm assuming you're going to go flying around to find it.
Yeah, yeah. I get on Andy Griffin and I'd start flying around.
Love that. You go flying. Like, that's great. Honestly, I wouldn't like expect a youngster, like a young, like person younger than me. I won't say a youngster, but to know about Andy Griffin, Andy
Yeah,
Griffith.
man.
I'm
I
automatically.
watched TV Land. I used
That's
to watch TV
great.
I,
Land.
I, I mean, I mean, there needs to be a talking horse named Ed at some point.
We'll see. Uh, we'll see what you guys come up with. Um, so yeah, you guys see, you look and you're flying around and you see there's this crypt where all of them are coming out of. Like there's
Ooh,
a
crypt.
whole bunch of like mausoleums and crypts and stuff around each other, and one of them has the door bashed open on it, and they're just pouring out of that one.
Whoa. Okay, so I would like fly back down to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Friends, I found out where I think these terracotta army is coming from. They're coming from this crypt over there in the distance.
Importantly, we
Well,
need to find out who animated them.
that is what I am thinking. It's it's outrageous. And as I say outrageous, I like do a spin. And
Yeah,
I
well,
guess
the army's still bashing away.
yeah, I
Oh,
just do a few more spins. Um, you know, for style.
Um,
I'll, I'll send something. He sets down his gun, backs up a bit, and you see some black smoke arise from it and form the shape of a night-like being again. And he points it the direction that he was told.
so you summon. It cut out a little bit there. So you summon a smoke. The smoke comes up and just forms into this giant knight.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're summoning this like shadow knight from the mystical realms, and it comes pouring out of the smoke. Where's the smoke come from?
from the gun they
From the
set
gun.
down.
Just pours out of this gun more and more until it takes the form of this knight. And you watch this knight just march forward, and it's like 3 times the size of these terracotta soldiers. So it's just sweeping its blade back and forth and just mowing them down.
Nice.
It's like when a farmer is cutting down wheat with the scythe.
Mm.
Just back and forth, just sweep, 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 mowing them down.
um,
Hmm.
And you're watching the
Yeah.
numbers. They start to dwindle, but they're still coming out of that one door the last time you saw.
So I see it as we having a couple of choices. We can go and see if we can maybe protect or defend the people that are in the palace, or we go to the source because it seems as if they're just coming out just constantly.
um, Blurt, Blurt is going to look at Oscar, and she's gonna say, you have a way to talk to Beast, right?
Why, yes, I do. I am the Beast Master. I do a spin and a backflip.
Um, are we gonna say this world has any version of like modern television?
Sure. You probably
Okay.
wouldn't be watching it outside the castle.
So Blurt is going to look at Oscar and say, "Is there any way you can sweet talk one of your giant apes to come visit us and maybe do a little bit of Hulk smashing?
Or bunch.
Or what?
You guys are thinking small.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I was thinking King Kong, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to go that extravagant.
If King Kong exists, I can call him up.
I mean,
Well, that's the thing about this world. Be creative. Tell me how you made King Kong, for fuck's sake. Like, you're the Beastmaster. You might have
Yeah.
made King Kong.
I feel like I did. I feel like through a. Yeah, I feel like I fed him a bunch of like magical like plants and
bananas.
like
Okay.
mushrooms, bananas, and different stuff. Yeah, a lot of bananas, and they were like imbued with this magical properties. And I raised him actually from a little baby ape. And I was feeding him all this like magical stuff, in the castle. But then he started to get like really big, and I was like, oh, okay. So then I was like, okay, you go over to this jungle over here. You'll live here, and I'll come visit you. So I'll come and visit him a couple times a week. And we hang out. We chill. We climb around, jump around, and stuff, and we have
Do you
fun.
do you crawl up onto his hair and pick like the little bugs out of his hair like they do, like they show in the videos about apes?
Uh, no, I mean he's got people to do that for him.
He's got like 50 monkeys that does it for him, probably.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't have to
Okay.
do any of that stuff. He's got.
You don't do the monkey pruning?
No.
Nah, no, no. He's got.
Okay,
He's
so
got.
you call him
So yeah,
to,
I'd call him up. Yeah, for sure.
and you hear this, and you see him come running, and like that goofy ass run that gorillas do, like kind of angled fists
Yeah,
and
nice.
feet, and it's like quick as fuck, but it looks goofy as shit. Uh, and it comes running in and just it does a roll into the terracotta army and just
Yeah.
rolls over the first like 60 of them and lands and kind of sits there for a sec, smacking at the ones that are near him, and then gets up and then just starts tromping through all the terracotta army. And I'm assuming you're guiding these guys to keep the walls clear first and foremost, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's
So
like I'm telling him like guard the wall, but I say it in monkey, and then I like beat my chest, and he beats his chest back. I'm like yeah,
there you
and I'm
go.
like yeah, yeah, for sure.
I love
And
it.
then I just suggest to the group like, all right, we should probably go to the source of this. We've got to stop these from coming out. So I would start heading that way.
I'm on it. You see him just slowly gravel walk.
Grab a what?
He's just walking and groveling.
Okay. So you guys mosey your way on over to where the uh, terracotta army is coming out of, and you just see like this door isn't very wide, so they're marching out two by two, and yeah, they're just slowly marching out, and they're still coming out.
Mm.
So Blart is gonna finally rip one of her patches off of her jacket. And if you know Blart well enough, you'll know that the patches that are covering her jacket are very extravagant looking art pieces. And the piece she pulls off is well, it's one of her first patches that she ever got, and it was because she had it commissioned, and it was a commission of an art piece that she did when she was like 5 or 6, and she was a major comic book fan growing up, and one of her favorite superheroes was Captain America. And on the patch, you can see this little stick figure with the little Captain America shield. And she takes it and stretches it. And what you see come out of the patch after she's done her magic is that surrounding the entrance of this, you said it was like a mausoleum type entrance, right?
Yeah.
Like a cat. You see this invisible shield like type thing wrap around the entrance and the building itself, and basically seal the terracotta army inside.
Mm.
Sounds good.
Stick figures win the day.
You guys got to remind me to have you guys roll for. I'm not gonna do that one because I didn't do Noah's when he did his spell.
Oh
But
You
man.
gotta start at some point. So what do you want me to roll? You want me to roll sexy and sexy in battle, right?
no, this one's wizard.
It wouldn't be sexy because of the jacket.
Sadly, no, because you're not trying to turn anybody on with it.
I never turn anybody on. My sexy is 2.
Well, yeah, but you
Uh,
guys are all like a sexy of one is still more than normal people's. Like you guys are all gorgeous.
okay. So, yeah, there you go. Wasn't as good as the first roll that I did, but that'll work.
Where was that about the roll? Okay, so it was equal. So you mark one stress, and when you go to create that wall around the mausoleum, it actually works. You know, you create the wall around the mausoleum, but you actually make the walls too thick, and you get yourself stuck in there, and you're not able to move or do anything.
Oh, we're stuck inside?
No, just her, and it's just right
Oh.
on the outside.
Ooh, okay. Oh gosh.
Like you're still able to think and breathe because this is just like a force shield type thing. But
Okay.
minor inconvenience to you, powerful wizards.
I
So
mean,
so sorry, just making sure they're trying to come out, but they're not able to now.
No, they're not. They're blocked. Basically,
Mm.
she's kind of where she's stuck. She's kind of facing off against him, probably laughing a little bit because you see him smashing into the thing and just
They're
failing horribly. Like it's breaking the terracotta down. Like the first two that
okay.
were there are already armless, and the two behind him are trying to hit.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna like test that out and to see if I can if I can go through it from the outside. Like, is it able to? Am I able to come in from the outside,
it's
or
a
is it like
one
a one
way.
way?
It's a one-way penetration, so you can go through. They can't come through.
Okay, so I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna say we gotta get in there. We gotta get past these. We gotta get inside and we gotta find out whatever's causing this. So I'm going to try and like jump and dive through the doorway, but like over the terracotta guys.
I just see you
Okay.
sliding down a bunch of terracotta heads going
Uh,
down this
That's what I'm going
trail
to
of
attempt.
this trail of
Yeah.
stairs.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it goes in a good 5 feet and then down the stairs. Roll me
Oh,
a battle.
great. That's what I wanted to roll.
Is that the one you chose a 1 for?
That
Yeah.
is the one I chose a one for.
Oh, goodness gracious.
All right.
So you go running through there, and you get back a little bit, and you run to get some speed, and you go running and do this like try and turn yourself into an arrow and just shoot through the gap above the terracotta
Yes.
soldiers. But you hit the first one, and it flips you over, and you can just tumble head over heels over the tops of these terracotta soldiers and fall down the hill, just sliding on their heads until one of them is just a little bit farther back and just hits you right in the nuts. And you stop, and it stops you in your like in your momentum, it stops you cold, and you fall down in front of this terracotta soldier just trying to move forward.
I I lay there clutching my nuts.
I'm even clutching fake nuts. Ow!
Yeah, it hurt me to say it.
That's okay. I keep looking at the picture of the castle on the rules, and all I can see is this fist with the finger sticking up in it, and it's the middle finger.
I
on
bet
the
money
top.
that that's on purpose. That's probably on purpose. So yeah, you just saw him go running through there, and yeah, you're facing in there. Both of you guys are gonna see it. So yeah, you watch him just tumble and fall, and
They don't see the nut thing though, right?
huh?
They can't see the nut thing from where they are though, right?
No, that was far down the. You're like pretty far
Okay,
down
good.
the stairs now.
Cool. I'm really concerned with like them not
Your
being able to
image.
see that. Yeah, I gotta have a reputation in the
They did see you tumble.
They did see me tumble. But yeah.
Yeah, fair.
You're also laying in a pile of dust.
So, what are you doing to get free?
What am I doing to get free?
You're just gonna. I mean, it wasn't meant to be too much of an obstruction for you.
Well, is she able to move like her arms and stuff?
Well, no, it's got you locked in place.
Well, I can't really. I mean, if I could move my arms, then I'd probably figure out a way to like flick my wrist and my whip in my hand, and like find something on the ceiling or on the wall to like loop around and then like pull myself out. But since I can't really move my hands
Well, roll
much,
me a battle then.
oh, lovely. This is gonna be fun.
It doesn't work, but there's no way for this to really blow up in your face. It takes a while for you to work your way out of it, but eventually you come to the realization that it's your power. You can lower it if you want. You just kind of tricked yourself into being tricked or stuck for a minute. But you are free of your shield. You watch the terracotta soldiers trying to bash their way out, and you don't see where Oscar is.
I also don't see where Dimbledork is, so I'm gonna kind of like look through the shield for Dimbledork, and then like I saw Oscar like tumble his way down the stairs, so like I'm gonna like bulldoze through the terracotta army, because at this point I don't really care about them. I'm more interested in Oscar and making
Okay,
sure that
roll
he's
me a
okay.
physical then,
Physical.
or battle.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be another horrible one. Oh, okay.
No.
Oh.
So you're
That
able
works.
to crush through. Like what happened is you start at them toppling backwards because you're not that strong, but you just run forward and you hit that first one in just the right point at the top, and he falls backwards and topples into one behind him, and they start going down domino style. Um, we'll say that Oscar, you're off to the side, clutching yourself. Um, Instead
Mm-hmm.
of in the way of all these things falling down, because she rolled
Yeah.
a 6.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you see them all fall down, and it stops right next to you because there is that gap that you being there forced in there in their movement. So it stops knocking people over right next to you. And yeah, you see Oscar sitting on the ground.
Hey, what took you so long? Long. What took you so long?
Um, got a little stuck between a rock and a hard place up there.
Ah, okay. I'm fine. So, what? We can keep going. Where's Dimbledorf?
Dimbledork? I don't know. I wish that we had magic bracelets on our arm so that we could each talk to each other like through the bracelets.
Well, you should have
But
made them.
Oh, wait a minute. No, we just last week. Don't you remember you didn't get yours in the mail? I sent him one. You guys
mine must have
check your mail.
gotten stolen off the porch.
You think just because you're wizards, you don't check the mail? I sent you communication bracelets. They've nice charms on them. I
Uh,
okay.
I mean, if you would
Yeah,
have
did he get his?
if you would have
I'm gonna
sent me
talk
a
at mine.
if you would have sent me a patch with it, I probably would have realized that it was something important.
I probably should have sent a patch. That's true. Let me see if let's see if he's a good friend. And I speak into my bracelet. And I'd say, Dimbledorf, report.
You hear a deep echoing laugh.
Just a beep.
Just a deep echoing laugh.
A laugh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, he's a good friend. He opens his mail when he sees something sent from me, and he puts it on without question.
I, I,
So what are you doing, Dimbledork?
So his eyes are gonna glaze over, and he's gonna start mumbling what seems to be mumbling an occult thing, and it seems like his clothes are gonna go all shadowy as he walks towards them, the terracotta people's things, and starts just blasting them.
Blasting
So
them
he's
with
still
just straight shadow power?
Nah, with a gun.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
gun.
I cast gun.
at
Wait,
5th
it
level.
was so good. With gun.
So yeah,
Love it.
you start blasting. You're walking over the ones that are falling down because they're like turtles on their backs. It's like it's really hard for them to try and get up. So you're walking over them, like stepping from stomach to stomach, blasting each one as you go, and you see Oscar and Blurt up ahead of you.
Hey, there you are.
And
Ready
when he
to
comes up, he looks mostly like a shadow. Like you see his face and his eyes and stuff, and maybe a couple hands if he doesn't have gloves. But he's blending in with the shadow that's starting to creep in this deep down.
Yeah. And Blurt, it always is. It's a little bit creepy when he does that, isn't it?
Only slightly. It's mostly sexy, especially that hair of his.
That's very true. That hair is so sexy. Almost as sexy as mine. And I like shake my head and my throat does like a jiggle.
I mean his well then what was his thing? I must have gotten it confused.
It shines in the light. No, I'm just being. I'm being. No, it's just me being narcissistic.
Okay.
Yeah, his thing is the hair. Like, yeah, I'm just. Yeah.
Yeah, his is better. He's just not
Yeah.
going to admit it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna admit that. What are you talking about? This is. I gotta maintain this. Yeah. So yeah. What does it look like inside? So is there like a way like deeper since we're going like it's like all down these kind of.
Yeah, it goes down like deep, like another 200 feet or so, like of these stairs, and then like opens up into a large pit.
Did the wave of terracotta army, did it stop like completely? It's no longer coming up the stairs.
The terracotta army is trying to get up the stairs, but they're trying to walk over their fallen comrades and having trouble. So like starting to fall and kind of bunch up.
Okay.
Like everybody's trying to move forward. And you see the ones behind you, they've all got their heads blown off, so they're not moving anywhere.
I've got an idea. Just so we can clear the path a bit more. I'm gonna cast. Or I'm gonna try to like call a fish, like a giant fish, like a whale. Like a whale. and just it's gonna. I just want it to land, and I want it to like basically I wanted to shoot. I want to shoot water into this place, but like down the stairs, so it like creates like a slip and slide, so they can't come up.
Are, are we about to go whale surfing?
Well, they are.
Well, remember, I didn't describe it being that big.
Oh no no no
Um,
no! I mean inside. I mean it shoots the water from its blowhole through the door. I mean
okay.
just so
Oh.
it like slippery inside. Yeah, I didn't mean like I put a whale in the building.
I was like, I'm trying to
Yeah.
think which whale would fit, you know?
No 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 no. Yes, I didn't describe it well enough. Yeah,
um,
I'm outside and I wanted to shoot water from its blowhole into this
so
place
you
and
hear this loud, or well, actually, roll me a d6
okay.
for wizard magic.
Yeah, make him roll his dice.
Yeah.
Thank you. I forgot.
You could put a narwhal down there probably.
Okay, so it goes off the way you said. It you hear this thud, and then the sound of water starting to rush down. Like at first it's a trickle, and then it's like up to your ankles, and then up to your knees, and rushing down the. I mean, unless you guys hover, rushing down the stairs towards the bottom of the floor, and you watch it's making the already precarious footsteps of these soldiers more precarious. So you watch some fall here and there and knock down a few others, and it's it's starting to look like a mess down here. It's a traffic jam. Like all the way down, it's starting to be like a California highway.
Oh god.
I've never been on a California highway, but I've heard about them. So
I've only been once, but I've heard a whole bunch, and yeah. But yeah, you guys make it. You know, you guys are using the water and pushing them over and stuff like that, and you guys start making your way down the bottom.
make him up. Sorry.
As you, are you guys doing anything else to speed up your process, or
I
I don't
mean,
want to jump on what anything you're doing.
I mean, summoning a narwhal and riding down the waterway wouldn't be a bad idea. He could stab things while we ride down on it. Noah.
Hmm.
You see Dumbledore shoving just shadow energy into his gun and blasting.
Okay, so he's like, you know those guys that you see when like Indiana Jones when they're chopping through the forest, that one guy with the machete in front of everybody doing the hard work.
Mm-hmm.
While you guys are talking about it, he just starts walking forward and starts just mowing them down with his gun.
Well, I guess that works. I guess I'd start shooting some of them with my like crystal arrows, my magical crystal
Um,
arrow.
roll me a battle ice color.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Oh wow, you went straight battle. Okay,
Yeah.
you take
Yeah.
one stress. To write down stress one somewhere on your sheet. And yeah, you go down the stairs and you're mowing them down and all that. But as you're going, one of them that's below you, its foot had cracked off and you didn't see the foot. So you trip and fall into one of the terracotta soldiers, and just kind of it falls over behind it and starts another domino effect, and you kind of slide down on your belly a little ways on the terracotta soldiers. As they're falling down, it's like you're riding a wave of terracotta soldiers down. And yeah, like eventually you'll stop like 50 feet down the way or whatever. But the terracotta soldiers continue toppling over, and yeah.
Oh gosh.
I was gonna help him out in that point. If he's failing, I was going to attempt to use my whip and like whip it out and see if I could catch like wrap it around him and like pull him back so that he doesn't go flying with all the terracotta to help him out.
Roll me a battle.
I really should have put another point in battle.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you keep going to battle.
Yeah.
So when you pull it back, it actually whips across you, like across your stomach, and leaves like a small gash there. And because
Oh,
it's such a small confines, you're not used to like using a whip in something like this. And but you do. It whips out, and it hurts when it wraps around your arm. Dumbledore. It hurts when it wraps around your arm, but it doesn't do any damage to you.
so was that a fail or was that
Oh yeah, you
was
gain
that
one stress.
because it does say if it's lower you fail, gain 1 stress and 1 determination.
Yeah, no, that was equal.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 is at most, or because I mean that wasn't a really hard thing, and the way this system works is it's not on how hard the challenge is; it's on how impactful what you're gonna do is gonna be. So, like, summoning a fireball that kills 1,000 of those soldiers would be like a 6 difficulty. The stuff you guys were doing was like a 4 difficulty.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to kill us outright in the very, very beginning. I'm just trying to figure out what the rule at the very bottom of the page, the very last thing, what that actually means about bursting into magic and reforming back at the college. I'm trying to figure out what what
You'd roll up a new character, I think.
but how do you determine what your total final stress is?
Your stress is 2.
I
So
know
if
that.
so, let me finish. Your stress is 2. So if on your dice, on like say you roll and you don't get anything above a 2, wait, is it equal to or?
It's
Says
equal to
No.
your highest die.
So if you get a 1, like say you're rolling 1 dice and you get a 1, that's a fail, and you'd blow up. I don't think I'd make you guys roll the characters just because that'd take a while, but you'd have to like role play catching back up with them and stuff.
Okay.
But that's how that roll. That's what that rule means.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys see him, or the terracotta soldiers still topple over all the way down to the bottom of the floor.
Blurt is gonna yell at it Dimbledork and be like, "Dude, could you not be a shadow when I try to grip you?" That sounded wrong, but okay.
Or right for this game.
Yeah.
Apparently.
So yeah, you guys mob on down to the bottom of this floor, and you look and you see this large room open up before you. Tall ceilings, large like long walls. Like this is a much larger room than you were expecting when you came down here, and all across it you can see like um, smaller walls that were you see the last few terracotta soldiers filing out of. There's like still a couple hundred down here, but yeah, you see in the middle there's probably a couple sarcophagi. There's yeah. What are you looking for? What do you guys do to find what's going on down here?
Did the whip draw blood?
No, not from you.
Oh, darn.
I mean, if you
only
want
from
it to,
me.
it could have.
She's now sad and mopey because she got attacked by her own whip.
I forgot about that.
You just like see her like kind of like she kind of mopes into the room is like, okay, what are we doing now?
Whatever.
Whatever, guys. Look at my cool, awesome jacket.
That's fucking great. So, yeah, you guys see a couple sarcophagi sitting in the middle of this room. The soldiers are filing out. The walls are covered in hieroglyphics and runes, and it looks like a couple different cultures have used this room.
Okay. And these sarcophagi are just there, just in the middle? Are they closed?
Yeah.
They're closed. Okay.
Well, you're still on the other side of the room, so they look unbothered to you.
I would definitely go up towards them, and I would kind of jog up towards them and get a closer look at these sarcophagi. Yeah.
You can see that there's movement, like something has moved these lids around. Like there's dust that's been moved, like scraped away by hands and stuff like that. You see handprints and footprints.
And no one else is in this room that I can see.
Well, there's a whole bunch of walls and stuff like that around. So, but from what you can see, no.
Okay. I want to summon a bunch of rats. Just probably like 10 rats, and just get them to like scout the area to see if there's any other like rooms or any other passages.
Okay. I'm going to say that's not something that requires a roll, because some of the stuff you guys are going to do don't need to take a roll.
Okay.
Although, I mean, they could turn on you. That might be fun.
Only they're cast into rouses, rodents of unusual size.
Huh?
What? What? Huh? No.
What'd you say?
No, these are normal sized rats. Just
Oh,
FYI.
okay.
I was making it a difficulty of them turning on them. I was saying that they turned into rouses.
Okay, yeah. So roll me a magic.
Oh,
A wizard. You
I'm
guys talked me
sorry,
into
Noah.
Damn it, Steph! No, Steph talked you into it. I didn't see shit.
Hey, you're a
I'm
team.
sorry, Noah.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
You're a team. You guys sink or swim together. All right, it goes off like you said it. So yeah, you summon a bunch of rats to you and send them out to look around, and it's gonna take them a couple minutes to look around. What are you guys doing till then?
He's still playing with the terracottas. He's gonna take out a few skeletal fingers and put them in his gun and try to pierce. Like do like a
So he's gonna take the skeleton fingers and put them in his gun and try and use them as bullets?
yeah.
He's gonna attempt to poke the terracotta.
Roll me your battle.
Ooh.
Yeah, you poke them really good. You take those fingers and you just shove them all through those guys, poke them right up in there. You guys look and you watch as he's just surrounded. His arms are outstretched, and all you see is fingers inserting in the terracotta soldiers all over you.
Oh dear God!
Good job, Dimmendorf. Finger in the terracotta. Awesome. I give him a thumbs up.
So yeah, with that roll, I'm going to say you probably mowed down the rest of the terracotta soldiers that are down here. Couple minutes go by while he's mowing down the terracotta soldiers, and you guys are just admiring his finger work. Um,
All it takes is a good pair of hands.
right? Some good strong fingers.
To hit it right where it needs to be.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, a couple minutes go by, and one of the rats reports back to you that there's some strange-looking little man in the room next door, and he points out that this secret entrance
Shit.
off to the back wall.
Oh, okay. So I say back to him. Which means thanks.
He says back, which means you're welcome.
Awesome. And I just send them on their way. And I go, secret passage, come on, this way. I kind of like hushed, and I'm kind of like crouching now, and I'm
Pink
start
Panther
walking.
style.
Yeah, exactly. And just start kind of, yeah.
So as he's sneaking off to the back wall, Blurt, being the rebel that she is going to admire the sarcophagi again, and she's going to push the coffin open.
Ooh.
Okay. That's something you can just easily, we'll say you can do. Because that's not really a battle.
I know, but I had to get the rebellious part in there somewhere.
No, so you push the lid off, and you see in there a decaying body and what looks like the remnants of a chain that got broken around its neck. And there's like a faded, like a less faded part on the chest, or not faded, but like less eroded away, less fallen away part on the chest that looks like a pendant.
She's gonna steal it.
Well, no, there's nothing there. It's just it looks like there was one. I mean, there's a part of the chain.
So I'm like looking back, like, and I could see that she's like snooping around in this thing.
Is there a book of any kind in the sarcophagi? Like, is it a wizard, or can I tell from the clothing that the person was burying in what kind of person it was?
It definitely was somebody of high bearing, but it looks like the tomb's been ransacked.
Okay, she's going to attempt to put the lid back on.
No way. He won't stumbles over and peers in. Ooh, recycle.
Recycle? And what are you doing?
He's gonna take a few bones with him.
Oh,
fair enough.
Blurt! What are y'all doing?
Recycling.
You're taking the bump. That's a secret entrance.
Just to annoy Oscar even more, she's gonna go over to the second tomb that they saw. And this time she's going to attempt to push where the feet are, so that if Dimbledork wants to steal the toes too, he can.
Okay. So you push it open, and it's kind of the same as the other one. It looks like somebody had opened it and ransacked it already.
Hey, Dimbledork, you want the toes?
Oh, they left the best part.
You're taking the toes. Damn it.
We're restocking our ammo, okay?
You know, there's other ways to fulfill your foot fetish. Dimbledore.
Yes. Steph is dead. So
Steph has been dead since we started the whole finger thing, okay?
Yeah, I'm standing like near that wall where the rat had indicated, but I'm not going like super close. I'm just sort of waiting for them and just like looking exasperated, and like my hands are up, like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're sitting there exasperated while they're fucking around in the tomb. Um, getting their footsies.
Right, exactly.
Getting their foot footsies on. Yeah, and then as soon as I keep wanting to call him Gene. As soon as Dimbledork has stocked up on his toe ammo, she's gonna close the tomb back and like come over to where Oscar is. Which all I can think of when I hear the word Oscar is Oscar Mayer wieners.
Okay. Um,
I
So
mean,
yeah, you guys see the secret door there.
he's vegan, so you know.
well, but this goes back to our regular game of the sausages.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
So I'm sort of just like beckoning you over, like as you come over, like there's a secret entrance.
It's not so secret if you know about it.
Well, it was a secret. Now it's not. Okay. Don't. You're being semantic.
Okay, I'll go back to being my mopey self.
So what are you guys doing about the door?
So is Dumbledore coming over too, or is he still messing with the bones?
Yeah, he finished. You see him pull out the eyeball from some pocket. It's of unknown origin. Uh, he signs a bit on it, makes a little glyph, and the eyeball begins to float around. He sends it in like a little spy drone.
Is
So,
it?
but
So I'm
there,
assuming
but
it's ethereal. Like you make it where it can phase through walls and shit.
Yeah.
So you send this eyeball. Roll me a magic.
He just has various body parts. Oh. Oh.
Awesome.
Okay.
So yeah, actually, so yeah, you described it already. It's that eyeball. Is there anything special about how it looks to the people that can see it, anyways?
It looks reptilian.
Mm.
So this reptilian eye floats through the air, right by the two of you, and through the door. And with the eye, you see crouched in there this guy. He looks like he's had better days. He's clutching this amulet that's glowing with this just black power. And you can see it kind of pulsing out and radiating from him out towards you guys. And now that you see him, you realize that you guys have kind of felt off since you came down here, and it's been this pulse coming off of him.
Mm. But we're still on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Okay. And Dumbledore is the only one that can see this guy.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
does the door have a handle?
It's a secret door, no.
Is
It's a
it?
secret door with that.
Are there any candles nearby?
Yeah.
Can I try lifting the candles and seeing if they're like secret door entrance openers?
Yeah. You try a couple of them before you get the right one, but then one of them goes and the door opens, and you hear, "It's mine!"
What? What is your name?
It's mine!
Your name
Obvious,
is
mine.
mine?
It's just silence.
It's all mine. It's my precious.
Wow, he seems he really wants to hold on to what he's holding on to right now.
And right then, busting through all of you, this guy just starts running. He like pushes a couple of you out of the way and starts running past you towards the door, and you watch as his feet start not even touching the ground. Like he's using magic of his own.
Oh, I just instinctively sick my rats on him. I want them to jump on his face.
Roll me a battle, because I don't know if they'd be able to get him in time.
Yeah. I it's a very like a reflexive, like quick thing. So if
Get him!
yeah, you just
I'm
okay.
gonna say that at the same
Yep,
time.
that's great. Yep.
Wow.
I wanted that
The
actually.
rats get
I
confused
want
and
that.
attack you.
Oh.
Like
Brothers,
the rats,
sisters.
the rats look towards the terracotta army, look towards you, and you're covered in dust at this point, and they get confused and think you're one of them and start attacking you.
Ah, no, brothers, sisters. Why must you do this to me? Ah, ah. I'm rolling around on the ground, like punching the rats, trying to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after a minute or two, like you get through to them, and they're like, they realize they're chewing on you, and they stop. But you've got little bite marks all over you now.
Oh my gosh.
Um, at at the same moment,
Jesus.
Blurt is going to whip her whip again and try to wrap it around the behemoth's throat. And
The behemoth.
as isn't that what you said it was?
You know what? Fuck it. We'll say it is.
Isn't that what you said it was?
No, it's just a guy.
Oh, okay. Well, she
But it's
wraps
a
it around the
behemoth
guy.
now.
Oh god damn it.
Is it a guy? But he like is it okay? I could have sworn you said behemoth. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Uh,
We'll go with it. Like you guys get
it
to
might have been
help.
the way he did.
You guys
It
get to
is
help
now.
create this world too. So
He just said he like
so
barreled through us, but he didn't say he was like bigger than us necessarily. But yeah.
okay. Well, she wraps it around his throat anyways, and as you see it wrap around, you see this like rainbow color like sparkle run along the the whip itself and like wrap up, and you see the very end of the whip like poke him in the back of the neck, and then you can tell that he gets very depressed very quickly. Because of his whip, because of her whip. I would say that that's what that.
Depression
we're
whip.
trying to think. Yeah, that's battle.
That's battle, of course.
Depression whip.
It's a depression whip, isn't that?
Yeah,
Did
that's
I?
what you said. That's what you.
I mean, isn't that what that word means?
Well, gloom and like gloom and doom, and like it can be depression. It can be gloomy outside. So it was your interpretation, and I liked it. So
It's funny.
Okay, so you said battle, so that's one. Cause yeah.
and it whips around his
Wow.
throat, and the end of it, like it goes around like 2 or 3 times, and then it just the end of it kind of whips into his neck and penetrates and does it let go again real quick, or do you try and hold on to him?
No, it's like the. I was gonna say that if it was successful, like the end of the whip was like spreading like and kind of like little like vines or whatever within his brain,
Well,
I
you have to
guess.
tell
And
me all this stuff before we assign the difficulties and stuff.
well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't let go. It literally penetrates, and that's where it stays.
All right, since this is a behemoth, he starts pulling you with it. He's sad, he's mopey, but he's still trying to get away.
She's gonna like bear down and like start sliding as if like if she can't get a good grip and like get a good hold and like hold onto him in one place, then she's just gonna let him be like her like skateboard surfing like object that's pulling her along, and she's gonna go with
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna have to make you roll. No, I'm gonna let you do that one.
No,
Just,
go ahead. Make me roll. What would that be? Would that be
I
wizard?
don't want to make you guys roll every time you do something. So no, cause I like that idea. Cause
I mean, she's been eyeing for something to use as like a surfing object the entire time.
so yeah, you get pulled along behind him, because you can't stop him, you can't slow him down. He's huge. He's barely
She's
fitting through the exit. Like He's having to crush the terracotta soldiers beneath him to get through.
She's just holding on for dear life, and she's enjoying every bit of it.
Can I give the behemoth the finger and fire a bone?
Where do you want to finger him?
In his ear.
Didn't expect that question from me, did you?
Yeah, if you do these one shots on Twitch, you're gonna need to make sure you put up an announcement that says that this is not
Yep.
content for anybody under the age of 13.
To be fair, this is an insanity play thing, so it's already like they should already kind of.
Yeah, they really should know. But yeah, I'd probably start putting up disclaimers. So Gene, so you're gonna give him the finger. So roll me a battle and let's see how well you finger him.
Wouldn't that be sexy too?
It's not his finger.
He's not trying to do it to attract him.
I mean,
if he was trying to attract him by fingering him with his gun, then I'd call it a sexy roll. But he's not trying to be attractive with it.
I mean, you never know. Dimbledork being Dimbledork may have a crush on behemoths.
He would have described it that way. But so Gene or Ice Collar, tell us what you do. Like, tell us how this happens.
You see him take out one of the fingers from the grave, slides it in, and then mumbles signs of it to his lip, and fires it right above his hip.
Right above his hip. It goes through and it pierces his spine. Like it goes in on the side and it above his hip and pierces his spine down below him. And you watch his legs just turn to jelly and he falls down. And he's trying to just pull him, like military crawl himself forward now. But he looks like he's failing. Like, did you do more than one shot?
Oh, could I?
Can you?
Oh yes, yeah.
Well, you know, that's why I didn't like. Did you sit there and shoot a volley like?
Oh.
Because you guys are powerful magicians. You guys can bend the laws of physics to some degree.
I mean, is this a six shooter or is this a double barrel gun?
It's just a single shot musket. So he's trying to leave to the outside, right?
Yeah.
So my knight's still out there. I'll just call him over after his first shot.
Okay. So he continues trying to pull himself up there. As he goes, when you get to the bottom of the stairs, you're not able to keep doing this. Blurt.
Okay.
So it's either like you'll either get pulled forward onto your face and dragged, or you'll have to let the whip go, or get the whip to let go. I mean.
Yeah, she once he starts up the stairs and she gets to the bottom of it, she calls the whip back to her.
Nice. But you did get to ski. You accomplished your objective. I admire that. I wasn't sure how you were going to accomplish that in this game. So you guys travel up after him. Do you guys just wait for him to crawl?
Yes, we're gonna wait for him to crawl, and then we're gonna like rush. I'm gonna like portal past him, just like jump from where I am to like right in front of him, and then I'm just gonna like taunt him. I'm gonna be like, "Oh my goodness, look at you! You're such a whip crawling up these stairs like this. Why can't you just walk up them? Like, Do you keep getting fingered in the wrong spot?
Oh, that's rude.
He's just
Rude.
glaring at you. You can
She
tell
just-
he's in so much pain right now that he's like he's trying to military crawl with his paralyzed legs behind him, and he already looks like he's not eaten in days and stuff like that. Probably not slept in a couple weeks.
Where is the thing that he's like he was holding or whatever? Like where is that? Is it in his hand? Is it around his
Yeah,
neck?
it's
Like
still
what?
in his hand, like
It's in his hand.
fucking death gripped.
Okay. Okay. He's just crawling up here.
All right, so you guys want to take a quick break here, actually?
Sure. Let's
Sure.
take a quick
sure.
break.
Do we want to
My
do
black-
10 minutes or 5?
Your call.
We can do a short one if unless someone else needs a longer one.
I'm down with doing.
Let's do a 7-minute break.
Let's just do a 5.
Let's do a 7. That's what the dice says.
Okay, fine.
I don't really need 7. I just need 3.
Exactly 7, or else.
So be back here at 6 after.
All right, cool.
Oh my goodness. This would be way too funny to be online. Like you would have to get the VOD and put this on YouTube. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay, I am returning.
Welcome back.
This is chaos. Absolute chaos.
We're only halfway through.
Right.
This isn't even the main villain.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You guys,
Gun is doing work.
gun is a good spell,
Gun.
especially when it's packed with fingers.
You're right. Finger gun.
Might be
Finger
as good
gun.
as a suggestion.
Literal finger gun.
I'm kind of glad I did this one offline, just because I've never done one offline, and it's a different experience.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different.
More bite sized, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do more one shots, so these are kind of entertaining.
A lot more prep. I mean, a lot less prep for the DM. That's no doubt.
Mm.
Yeah.
And for all of us, but especially for the DM.
You don't have to make up an entire composition of a city and how it would work and how the neighboring cities would view it and how they get water.
Exactly. I have like a page, not even a full page. And that's just because I wrote down a bunch of extra stuff just so I wouldn't have to think about it on the fly.
Clever.
Like a couple like NPCs, shit like that, you know. And this is being recorded, so we could put this up on YouTube if we want.
Oh, it is.
I record everything so I can go back and look at it again.
Okay.
But it's not being streamed, it's just for me.
Gotcha.
Anything that's going to be put up publicly, I'd let you know before, like, you're recording. That's why I let you know well before the other campaign that we'd be streaming that.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it.
So what do you guys think so far?
This is fun. This is very interesting. It's very yeah, it's just it's very interesting. It's just a very different experience.
I
But
love that you guys are starting to get like really creative with your spells and stuff. Because that's one of the things with this game is it really just it doesn't put a whole lot of limits on what you can do.
yeah, it doesn't seem to. That's one of the things, like it's like hard to kind of get in the rhythm of like wait, how much, what can I do? It's like, well, kind of a lot, like really, like it's not super rule intensive or restrictive or anything, which is kind of the point, I guess, because it's supposed to be able to, fit on a page and you can just get on and do it. But
Yeah, it's just for people to tell a fun story together.
yeah. But in a way, like if you're not used to just doing that like that, then it's
Oh,
kind of
for
like
sure.
hard to get used to it. So it's like, at least for me, it was like, okay, wait a minute,
I
do that, like, or try that at least.
I guess actually now that I'm thinking about it, it was easier for me because I did that first stage campaign with Farid. And the first stage of his Herestria. Like, because whenever he runs a Herestria game right now, it's like year 1300 or something.
Okay.
We did the campaign year 1.
Okay.
Like, we were young gods with almost unlimited power.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like we had very little limits on what we could do. And it was just about telling the story of how his world came to be and how this cycle started. And it was intense as fuck. Like, well, like with no limits on your power, it it removes the worry as much too, because it's like, okay, well, what's best for the story? It doesn't matter if it's powerful. I mean, like in the story, he had a shield that was impenetrable. He made it canon that it was impenetrable. But I weaved a good enough story and got a good enough role that he actually let me penetrate it.
Hmm.
Uh, so it was it was it was intense also because that's his baby.
Oh.
That like that
Yeah.
world, Herestria, that's his baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And we were given the keys to fuck it up, really.
Sorry.
No worries.
Didn't mean to take too long. I had to change out laundry and get me something to drink.
Guess we should have done 10. Well, no, I mean, 5 minutes is a little bit too quick most time. Now that I'm thinking about it, so we'll just probably keep it at 10, just because that gives people time to do whatever they need to do. This one's not streamed, so it's like not that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These
So
are
we
the
left.
kind of kink.
Go
These are
ahead.
the kind of things that we work out.
Exactly. Like we ran the experiment. Less than 10 minutes really isn't good enough time for a decent break.
Nope.
So we'll just keep it at 10. Sounds good to me. We left off. Fuck, my brain's spaced.
Blurt was at the bottom of the staircase, and
Oh yeah.
the guy
Huge.
was crawling up the stairs, and I was
Like trash
uh,
talking.
Well, no, you were
I was
outside because you had used a portal to go outside and were taunting him, or in front
oh
of him.
was he already outside? He hadn't made his way
Well,
up the stairs.
in front of him.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. I assume you taunted him all the way up.
Yeah, I taunted him all the way up, but I can't come up with very good taunts on my own, so just leave that to the imagination.
Fair enough. So yeah, you taunt him all the way up, and the other two, what do? Do you wait for him to go, or
Mm.
find another way around, expedite the process?
Mm.
He draws a circle of chalk around him and focuses on the night, and then you begin to see the fog shift, the smoke shift, and replace it with him. So he's kind of swapping places.
So you teleport outside, and the night teleports inside.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do.
Okay. Roll me a wizard. Ooh. So
Oh.
you get a stress and a determination. Determination is something that you can spend to add a d6 to one of your rolls.
Oh. Okay.
Um, yeah. So you draw this circle on the stair. You invoke the power. You try and call up the mist, and you teleport the night right on top of you. And it's like standing on your upper legs and your hips. You're sitting on one of the stairs because it just knocked you down, and it's like standing on you right now. You didn't teleport outside. You're stuck underneath your knight right now.
Well, he kind of coughs and go hit something.
Okay, so he goes up.
Watch it. It's just gonna start whamming into you.
I was thinking about having Oscar roll Oscar roll like a 50-50, but no. He goes up and he starts just wailing on the guy that's trying to crawl, and like basically ends up cutting the guy in half. It's a bloody mess. There's blood being splattered back at you too. Blood being splattered forward at you, Blurt. So Oscar, you got blood coming towards your clothes. What do you do?
I gotta moonwalk out of the way.
So you back up and get far enough away so blood can't splatter you. Well, this guy
Yeah,
is just eviscerating his the guy that was crawling ahead of you.
Can I try to bottle some of it up?
Yeah, you can bottle some of his blood.
Yeah.
So you bottle some of his blood, and by this point, you'd probably kept backing out, right, Blurt, so you can get away from the blood splatter. Steph?
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Sorry. She's gonna get one little itty bitty droplet of it on her, and from like the first hit, and she's gonna like balk at the knight and like put her hands on her hip and just like be like mopey angry.
Do you stay there though, or do you keep backing out?
She's gonna keep backing up. She's
Okay.
not like she's
you
staying
keep-
out of arm's reach of the guy
I
already.
get it. You keep backing up. Because you were already out of arm's reach, but this blood is splattering a long distance. That's why I was asking you if you keep backing up or if you got splattered. So you keep backing up till you get outside, and out of the corner of your eye, you see a lot more smoke coming from the city. That's why it was important to know if you were backing it up.
Blurt's gonna yell down the mausoleum chamber. She's gonna be like, guys, there's more white smoke coming from the city. We need to go.
What? I can't hear you. You're not using your bracelet that I gave you.
Well, maybe you should have made sure that it had a secure address and that it had a tracking number.
It's the same castle. We live in the same castle. It's the same place.
So why did you have to mail me to it? Why couldn't you just hand it to me in class?
I appreciate mail. I appreciate the mail.
Yeah, we use an owl system. You know I don't have an owl.
Okay, smoke, you said?
Yeah, there's white puffy stuff coming up from the sky.
Even more than
from the city.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm coming up. I'm gonna walk past because I've been behind the guy, the behemoth guy.
Yeah, you guys
walk around him.
Okay.
But I want to see because he had that thing in his hand. I'm sure his hand isn't clenched anymore around whatever it was.
Yeah, it's locked.
It is okay.
When somebody dies with the death grip on, like their hand goes rigor mortis around it.
Okay. I in that case I want to I want to bring a friendly little fox in to like gnaw at the hand and get like pry it open.
Do you bring it from downstairs?
A little fox friend.
So you call a fox from outside.
Yeah, he comes from outside.
Comes running inside, and a couple foxes come, and they run down there, and they look at you weird for a second, because you get the impression it's weird for somebody to tell them to eat a human or a humanoid. But They start gnawing on this guy's fingers, and they eventually gnaw his fingers off, and you're able to get the brooch. And you feel this malevolent power coming off of it.
Oh gosh. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I have a handkerchief in my pocket because I always carry like
Okay.
handkerchief. I gotta wipe my brow, or if I have a stain or something, so I always carry a handkerchief. So I take it out of my pocket and I grab it with that
Okay.
because I don't want to touch it with my bare hands because I know he was like kind of crazy, and I know that sometimes magical items are like that. So I'm gonna grab it like that, and then I'm gonna hold on to it, and I'm gonna place it. I'm gonna actually look at it. What's it actually look like?
It's gold. It's about the size of your palm of your hand.
Okay.
So it was small in his hand. That's why you couldn't really just pull it out.
Mm.
It looks like one of those cameos. You ever seen those?
I don't think so.
They have like the pink background with the white porcelain or ivory overlay on it. The pink is like some very soft, pretty pink, but they're out around the edges. There's black in between all the crevices on the gold, and then
Okay.
there's just this white scorpion looking thing in the middle of this like in the middle of this pendant.
What is it called? What did you say it
I
was
think
like?
it's called a cameo.
A cameo?
Okay. Then I'm gonna wrap it in my handkerchief and then put it in my pocket.
Yeah, CAMEO.
Okay.
They come in different varieties, but that's the one that I was familiar with. So yeah, you put it in your pocket, and you can feel it. Like it almost makes you queasy. Not quite, but like
Mm.
it definitely. You're not happy with it. But
Mm.
when you guys get outside, you all see that there's like clouds of smoke now.
Mm. Okay. Now I know what you mean. I had to look it up, but I do. I've seen that before. I didn't know it was called that. I learned something new.
We had to Google like 4 different things tonight. We're learning.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing like a one shot teaching you new words.
Yeah, my shit's educational.
There will be a quiz on Friday.
Oh,
A
God.
vocabulary quiz. Here's your new words.
How many times did I call her finger somebody? So yeah, you guys see the giant clouds of smoke over the city, and they're like it's steadily increasing the longer you guys standing there.
Oh no, this is bad. Looks like there's still some danger afoot. Not afoot. I didn't. Not afoot. I don't want to give anybody any ideas. There's danger ahead.
A miss.
Ahead is not. I'm trying not to say body parts because I know that Dimple
ahead is a top of the head. You know.
Okay. There's danger in our. It's there that way. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
It's in the vicinity.
It's in the vicinity. All right.
It's over there.
Yeah,
So,
way over there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring Andy over, and I'm gonna hop on, and I'm gonna say we got to get over there quick.
So Blurt is going to draw one of her portals, and this time she's gonna make it big enough so that if all 3 of us wanted to go through it, we could. And this one will have like a purple outlining.
Alrighty, and you're gonna portal to where the smoke is, I assume.
We're gonna portal to somewhere near where the smoke is coming from.
Sounds good to me. Roll me one of your wizard checks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
Wait,
one should be good. So if Andy and Oscar want to travel through, and then Dibbledork, they can travel through as well. She'll be the last one through.
Yeah, easily.
Okay.
You summon this portal, and it's got the purplish outline around it, and you when it opens up, you see this building in front of you. Tall building, probably 4 stories tall, pretty large. And through the windows, you could see lining the walls books.
Hmm.
Books?
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Like, this place looks like it might have thousands of books.
Oh.
And the smoke's coming from this building.
Oh no. That's not good. Looks like they're burning all of these books. Or I don't know. So they're burning. I mean,
You guys stay outside, or
is it's coming from like is it burning off the top, or is it like a different spots
it's
around it?
probably second story. You can see the smoke start coming out from the windows.
Okay.
And like the bottom floor looks a bit smoky, but not as smoky, so it's probably second floor or above.
Okay. And how tall is this?
4 stories.
Okay.
And
Is
yeah,
is this the palace that everybody was talking about?
no,
This is a building.
the palace. No, this is near the palace. Like inside the palace grounds. There's this giant, what you guys can assume is a library.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna fly really close. I'm trying to get a look inside.
Fly from window to window.
Yeah, just gonna kind of fly and just kind of peer in.
You go a couple like windows before you actually get a glimpse of what you know to be a fire elemental.
Oh shit!
Inside, grabbing at books, fucking by the handful.
Oh, oh! I go back up some and I'm like, we got a fire elemental in there. It's burning
Just,
all the books.
just then, you see floating down out of the sky this bright beam of light that slowly coalesces into this perfect physical form. Androgynous, you can't tell which gender, but it's perfect nonetheless. And
No.
it looks at you. You need not interfere. Its wings spreading out behind it. Its blue piercing eyes looking straight at you.
Uh, 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 what is your business here? You come here often? I mean, what is your business here?
My business is you leaving those elementals alone.
Why is it burning the books? We like books around here. Some of us do.
Some people have a lesson to learn.
That's why they
You
read books.
hear crushing around and smashing inside. Like the whole conversation, you guys are hearing noises coming from inside, and it sounds like it's more than one of them.
And I'm kind of like flinching when I hear that, like a little bit, because I really, it's a hobby of mine to read. It's actually I like to go to the library quite often, read some steamy fiction.
There you go.
So the fact that they're burning all these books, it's very concerning to me. I don't think we can let you continue doing this. Whose lesson is this to
I
learn?
don't think you can stop me.
Oh, you don't think so?
And this power pulses out away from him and pushes you guys all back like 10 feet. It doesn't damage you, it just pushes you back. It was like he's shoulder checking you magically.
Uh,
Toothy grin pops up on. I forgot my own dumb name.
Dimbledorf?
Dimbledork?
Dimbledork. Yeah. Toothy smile pops up on Dimbledork's face, and he holds out a finger and says, "If you stop, I'll leave you a finger."
I do not wish to be fingered by you. I wish these books to burn and this building to fall. And he's like, get in between you guys and the building.
And I say, burn this. And I take the pendant thing out and I like hold it up. And I just like focus really hard on this thing in front of me with holding this pendant out at it. I have no idea if it's going to do anything or if it has any sort of effect. But I'm just hoping for something to happen.
Roll me a wizard.
Okay. Okay. I want to check something. I can use
Determination to add a die.
Okay, so it's gonna be 4d6 then.
Okay.
And I just delete a determination?
Yep.
Alright. Oh.
Nice. So describe what happened. Or do you want me to?
You can?
Okay. So you hold this pendant out in front of you, and you got your hand basically coated in your own magical power, protecting you from this pendant. And you crush down on this pendant with your power. It looks like you're using your hand, but you're actually just using your raw magical might to crush down on this pendant until it explodes out in this cone in front of you and hits this angel. And you're close enough where it hits the angel and it even misses the building. It doesn't do any damage to the building except for the angel hitting the building and like shaking it from the blast. And you see like burnt and singed like this, his whole torso, like the upper part of his chest. Like all the way across his arms is just this line of singed meat.
Oh, shit. Holy shit. And I kind of like look at the pendant for a second.
The pendant's gone.
Holy shit.
You blew it up.
Well, so the angel, like, did I kill it?
No. It's still flying in the air. It looks hurt and it looks pissed, though. I was seeing if anybody else was going to do anything in that moment.
Yeah, I'm sort of stunned, honestly, because I didn't know what was going to happen. So
yeah,
I'm kind of like sitting there, like on Andy, just sort of like stunned for a second, like looking at my hand, like looking at the angel, like looking around at them, like.
What about Tater and Blurt? Or Dumbledore and Blurt? God.
Blurt is going to like ruffle her jacket a little bit, and as she watches Oscar do this, she's gonna be like, ah, and she's gonna like scoff, and as soon as this is not gonna have anything to do with this. As soon as he's done like using the pendant on the angel, she's gonna like come up to him and she's gonna start like dusting off his robes because he keeps getting all this dirt on him. She's flirting with him.
With the angel or with me?
No, with Oscar.
Oh, okay.
She found it extremely sexy.
Oh, okay.
And what's so you're flirting. Roll sexy for me. And Dumbledore, what do you do?
I was not expecting that. Oh my god!
Oh no, that's way worse than you think.
Oh no!
Amazing.
That's way worse than you think.
How do you die from flirting?
What? We're gonna say, actually, you were trying to do it. You were trying to like get to him right after the blast went off, but you jumped the gun a little bit too early, and the corner of the blast caught you and ripped you in half.
Oh my god, no!
And you blew up into a, how does it say? Explode in a burst of magic.
Oh my god.
And reform back at the Citadel. Luckily, she's like the queen of mobility, but what was that?
I just look back and I'm just shocked. I'm just like,
yeah, you watch her out of the corner of your eye as you're like panic squeezing this crystal. She comes running up towards you and just kind of gets right in the way of it. You know how like sometimes little kids do. They come running up to you and they kind of just get in the way of what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, right what you were doing. They just happen to be right there. Just yeah.
In her excitement, that's what happened, and you watched her explode in a cloud of magic.
Oh my god!
so much for bringing sexy back.
Oh my god!
I was stunned for a second. I was like, "How do you die from 40?"
I guess that's how. Honestly, I'm just really shocked, and I'm like, what? What? What the fuck? What? Dimbledorf?
Okay, yeah, Dimbledork. It's Dimbledork.
Dimbledork.
What are you doing in the moment that he's exploding a crystal and Blurt?
He sees the big old blast go off. He doesn't even notice. Blurt puts in. He's gonna challenge it. He puts in the little blood vial he got into his gun, and signs a glyph. Tries to infect the floating bean with his not nice magic.
So you're casting your magic on this blood, shooting at him, hoping to pierce him so you can inflict him with some vile curse type poison.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, roll me a wizard.
Can I use my determination?
Didn't you already use that?
I have not.
That was me.
Oh, that was. Never mind. That was Noah. Okay, yeah. By all means, you can.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say that meets it. Sorry, that one because the difficulty goes off how impactful that could be, and that could destroy him. So it does impact him, and it does enter his skin. You watch this vial shoot from your gun, somehow not explode because your magic it reinforced it for the impact. It enters this angel, explodes inside, and you watch as black darkness just starts oozing and crawling up through its veins and up its neck and around its ears and forehead, and it's like its flight starts to falter, and it starts looking sick and it's sallow, like it starts getting like sunken cheeks, but when you do it, the gun pops back in your face because you put so much shielding magic on the bullet to keep it from blowing up at impact. It pops back into your face and hits you square on the nose and kind of breaks your nose a little bit.
A little bit.
Think about, I was being facetious with it. Your nose is like snapped.
That would be stress 3. Is that bad?
Yes.
Do I explode?
Jeez.
Wait, what?
He's got stress 3 now.
Yeah, what does 3 mean? Because
It means that if he rolls and his dice, like the reason she died was because she had stress 2 and rolled all ones.
Oh, I
oh,
see.
If you
Oh,
roll
okay.
all your
jeez.
dice and they're below your stress level, you die.
So you could potentially like if you had like can your stresses go up as much as your roll can go?
I don't think there's a limit to your stress as long as
I
you're
s-
alive, you can do your stress up. But like at 6
okay.
points or
It's
like
impossible.
at 7 points, you're guaranteed to lose.
Okay,
So
okay, okay. But as long as you're like rolling high, then like if you
yeah,
continue to roll
if
high,
he
then the
continues
stress
to
won't
roll
go up.
4s and 5s and 6s, he'll be fine.
I see. Okay, okay. Yikes.
But this angel is like faltering and everything. Um, we'll give you guys each one more action. I'm assuming you're gonna portal back, uh, Blurt.
Actually, Blurt is going to find her little ferret of a mouse that was supposed to bring her the bracelet, and she's going to squeak at it in very angry tones, and put the mostly chewed bracelet on her wrist so she has it before she portals back.
Okay. I love that you guys are all talking to the animals too. So good. Um.
She just chortles. She chortles like nothing else on this mouse, and the little mouse just like cowers back and then like scampers off. Yeah,
Oh, you hurt his feelings. So,
his name is Scampers.
campers, fair enough. So you guys, Oscar and Dumbledore, you guys get one more action here.
Um, I'm going to I'm gonna see like what Dumbledore did or
Yeah.
and I'm like oh like kind of like that was impressive and see that it's been weakened and I'm gonna like put my hand to the sky and then like I'm gonna it's as if I'm like grabbing something from the heavens and I bring my hand down and what I'm calling down is a like a fierce uh it's like a horse sized like falcon and I want it to come down and scratch at this guy at guys the angel's eyes and just like gouge his
Okay.
eyes out.
So roll me a wizard.
Okay. Oh man, that's not good. That is not good.
I don't know what you've done to all your animals, but this falcon comes down and starts attacking you, going for your eyes.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. So
You have
Maybe you should maybe you should just stop summoning all the creatures because this is the second
this is what I
animal that's
do. Okay. This is what I do. Right.
um ouch.
So it starts attacking me. Okay. Well, I'm like trying to like roll now. At this point, I'm just trying to fly away from the falcon now.
Yeah, the falcon chases you around for a minute or so. Like
Um.
it chases you until she gets back.
Yeah.
um, what do you do, Dimbledore?
Oh my God.
He chuckles and master of beast indeed. And the angel's mostly alive, yeah?
It definitely looks like it's had better days, but it's still alive. Yeah, like you've got that poison coursing through its veins, and it's like flight is faltering a little bit, and it's not doing well.
He's just gonna finger him.
Just one or a volley, or like what are you doing here?
Volley of fingers.
He's gonna grab some knuckles and just kind of scattershot it.
Okay, so just grab a handful of knuckles and pour them down the drain there.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a battle.
Mark that other
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Mark that other what?
Okay. I said I'm gonna mark down that he fingered one more creature. I'm keeping
There you go.
tally.
Nice. So you guys, or actually no, well no, Oscar doesn't even see it because you're getting chased around by a bird going for your eyeballs. But you level your gun at this creature and cast bullets or cast knuckles at him. I guess is the proper term. Um, and there's this scatter shot of knuckles that spreads out and just impacts his chest, and you see like 15 different holes just go straight into this angel's chest, and it falters and starts floating down to the ground. Um, and it launches out an attack at um, Oscar. You
Damn
see as he looks over towards you, he's falling down. No, because you're not even there. It's only Dimbledork anyways, and you're the one firing at him. So it will
Yeah.
be you. So you'll have to have a defense for this. He looks up at you, and his body starts to glow a little bit, and his hands reach out in front of you, and this ball of light forms in between his hands, and a beam shoots out from it straight into towards you. What do you do to defend yourself there?
Oh man.
I know there's a lot of options. uh, like you can shadow jump, you can try and bend it back towards him, disappear, fuck whatever. You're a shadow mancer.
Shadow shield.
So many options, too many. He's gonna try to throw down some bones and raise a bone wall, I guess.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay. That's something I didn't think about. So you throw down some
The
bones.
Jenga tower.
Use your just instinct. You throw down bones. Use your power to reach out. Roll magic for me or wizard.
I am dead here. Yep, there I go.
Well, no, because it's not less than yours.
Oh, cool.
It has to be less than. But you do fail, so you get another stress and a determination. And this beam hits you just square in the chest. You try and get the wall up, and it's almost up in time, and it takes some of the damage off, but like you still get hit square in the chest, and it sends you flying. There's no damage in this game, so let's just say you're not feeling very good, and you don't want to take another hit like that.
The flesh of my left arm is gone and it's all skeletal. There you go.
There you go. You could use that.
Use your own fingers to finger people.
Recycling.
It's about time you use your own fingers to finger somebody.
Yeah.
So, and about this time, this portal opens up, and you step through it.
Blurt is going to like storm through the portal and be like, "Let's not have that happen again." And she's going to like she's gonna have tied she's on the end of her whip, she's gonna conjure like these these dark tendrils on the end of it, and she's gonna whip out and she's gonna aim for the angel and she's gonna wrap around the neck again. And she's gonna pull it so tight that she wants to like basically break the angel's neck. She's pissed.
Okay, roll me a
Just a
battle.
little.
Am I like back to this area by this point?
Yeah.
Like by the time he gets around, I'm back.
Yeah, the bird's just leaving you, and you're still kind of in the area. You're a ways off.
Okay.
Take 1 stress. But you got the partial. So you do get the whip around him. And it starts to crush his neck, but this is an angel. Their necks are really strong. You're not able to kill him right now, and he pulls you in towards him and goes like towards him and towards the building. Do you do anything to stop yourself? I'll give you a chance to respond to it. Because that's what happened negatively. You're gonna go crashing into the building, but do you do anything to lessen the impact?
She like wraps her jacket around her like super tight, like the parts that are loose.
Yeah.
She like wraps them around her arms, and it like puts a shield. It forms a magical shield around her, so that when she hits the wall, it kind of like takes the brunt of the damage.
Okay. So yeah, you in this magical little cocoon, you'd say, smash into this wall. Your head kind of bounces into the cocoon, but not nearly as hard as it would have. And you're able to like stagger a couple feet, like a few feet away from the angel at the length of your whip. It's still wrapped around his neck.
She recalls the whip.
Okay.
It's not doing its job, so.
You look at his neck, and it's like the skin is sliced. Like you haven't severed his head, but there's a red line going around his neck.
She's is Oscar still fighting with the bird?
No, it's Oscar. Actually, is just coming back now.
So I would see her. I was seeing her like collide on the wall, and then like try. Okay.
So one thing is as soon as she sees Oscar, like her attention reshifts and focuses on Oscar over the angel.
Okay. So you notice her attention focus on you as soon as you show up.
So I'm gonna fly towards. I'm kind of shocked for a second, even though we probably exploded into a magical thing before, but I'm just like shocked every time. So I'm just like, oh my gosh.
High or low? High or low?
High or low?
Yeah.
High? Oh God.
Yeah, you guys have.
Okay. Yeah, like this has happened before, and it's just God, that's been hell of me. I'm like, what the fuck you mean high or low? I don't like that. Okay, so I kind of like I give her like I flash her like a smile, and then like I turn to the angel, and what I do is I jump off of Andy Griffith, and I have my bow, and I the whole thing sort of like hardens into like all of it being crystal, so like even the string part of it turns into like this crystal, like this very like sharp crystal like wire thing,
Okay.
And I'm going to go straight, like I'm holding it with my 2 hands, kind of like you would hold like a like you're kind of like you would hold like a like bike, like handlebars,
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to drive it forward, the wire part through its neck, but I'm gonna say, looks like you're next. Next.
You
And then I drive it through
you
its
take
neck.
20 points of damage. I know there's no points, but you take 20 points of damage.
Is this also going to be on the quiz? How many body parts? What body parts have we listed off?
Oh gosh, that pun was horrible.
Yeah.
But that's
The
the
way you
job
use
of puns. That is the job of puns, is to be like that.
Yeah.
So roll me a physical then.
Okay, I'm going to use one determination. Please. Okay, I'll take it.
That's actually gonna be a fail.
Fuck me. Fuck.
So you take one stress and one determination.
Yeah, that's great. I'm fine. It's great.
How many stress are you at?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, are you really up there? Like
I'm up there.
He's like, nope, I'm up there.
I'm up there.
Like, are you
so-
your feathers have been really
ruffled, yep.
like ruffled and
That's a total
So-
fail. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, because you got to think how impactful this move is on.
Yeah. You're right. I at least
And
got
so
my pun
you
off,
go
right?
running
Like,
towards
I
him,
got pun off.
and you trip and like slide and go sliding right into his legs, like as he's landing on the ground, and it just stops you dead in your tracks, and it like almost knocks your shoulder out of alignment.
Oh.
And now you're laying prone at the foot of this angel.
That's great.
Dumbledore, what are you gonna do?
Fuck. I know I should have used two determination.
Is there blood from my right arm? My arm that's missing? I think it's a left arm. Or was it sealed closed by like a heat?
I think it'd be sealed closed. It got singed. Or, like cauterized. Haha, that's the word. And we'll say with your mastery of bones and how you know how to work them, that your arm is actually still usable.
Pick up I assume there's ash on the floor now. Just gonna pick up some of that.
Okay.
Put it in a little vial and put that in his gun, and try to shoot and make like a smoke screen almost around the angel.
Okay. Roll me a physical. Well, yeah, that'd be a physical because you're shooting still. Okay, that's a success. Because, yeah, I mean, that's just a smoke screen. It goes and it blows up and it puts a bunch of ash in there. And for a little bit, there's going to be a bunch of ash floating around, limiting visibility. Very familiar ash.
Blurt is just going to start sneezing like crazy.
Okay. Is that what you're doing for your turn, or?
Yep.
Okay.
She's allergic to the ash.
The angel looks down at you, Oscar, and just boots you. Like, just football kicks you. Like, field goal style. Kicks you, and you go flying probably 10 feet. Land on the ground. It hurts. You've got a bunch of bruises, and you feel like your muscles were stretched and bent farther than they're supposed to, but he hits you right in the soft part of the stomach, so you didn't break any of the bones. Knock the wind out of you, though. I use real dice. They still have to roll against you, I've decided, so. I should do it in the chat. Let's do that. Let's see if he's successful. Yep. So after you land, you are able to respond, though. It might take you a second to catch your breath, but this isn't your guys' first rodeo.
Wait, so what exactly?
He's bleeding out right now. Like, he looks like he's on the ground now. His wings are drooped. You see now that he's got like 15 holes in his chest that he's bleeding out from. Like, this guy is not long for this world.
Am I still like in front of him?
No. He kicked you and sent you like 10 feet away, remember?
Oh,
Punted,
okay.
he punted you.
Yep, he
Got it,
punted
okay.
you. Exactly.
Okay.
So, Oscar or Dimbledork, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna kind of like take a few breaths and just kind of like cough a couple times. Just, like fix my throat a little bit because it's got it all messed up now. Cause you know, and then I'm gonna run back at him. I'm gonna try the same thing. But this time I'm gonna say, "Do you want to know why the vampire had no friends?" I'm gonna wait for him to respond. If he does,
He looks at you with this quizzical look on his face. Huh?
because he's a pain in the neck. And then I'm gonna try to do the same thing.
You watch as the will to live flees out of his eyes.
And I'm gonna try to do the same thing and just like take his head off with my
Roll me a
bow.
physical.
Okay, I'm gonna use all my determination, so that's gonna be 4d6. I failed a lot of rolls. And I might die. Ah, great.
What's your
That's
stress
under my
level?
stress, baby. How the fuck did I roll 3 2s? Okay.
How much
That's
stress do you have?
I have 4 stress. I only had to use all my determination because it was like I
don't know how that happens.
That's okay.
fucking hell. How did I get a 4d6 and still fucking fail?
The pun was so bad, the universe's cosmic energy fed back at him.
You go running towards him, and this time he sees you coming towards him, and he just turns and like he pulls his foot back, and you try and stop yourself, but
no.
you've got too much momentum going forward, and he brings his foot forward like he's going for the 60-yard field goal, and just right under your chin pops your head off as you explode into a cloud of magic.
Okay.
You reassemble a couple turns later at the castle. You revive there, but
I'm just gonna grab a drink of water real quick and just like pet my pet squirrel for a second. Just for like good just take a good beat, just like a good 20-30 seconds just to do that. I'm just I kind of got my hand in my under my chin and I'm just like just sipping some tea.
You see Scampers see you. Scampers the mouse, and he
Oh,
like comes up to you, and he just starts chittering and chattering at you, like,
oh, what's he
like
saying? I can
he.
understand.
You can understand him. You have Path of Beast.
Yeah, what's he
Um,
saying?
he's telling you all about how Blurt is such a bitch, and like like, you should not have given him that bracelet because he ended up tearing holes in it, and it shouldn't have been delivered through scampers. And, like, he's just using you as his therapist.
I'm gonna try to console Scampers, and just try to let them know that
He treats one of the folds in your pants as a couch and lays out on his back and starts telling you about his life.
Squeak,
Yeah, I'm
squeak,
gonna
squeak,
try to.
squeak, 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 squeak,
How does that
squeak,
make you feel?
squeak.
I
Okay,
see. I
so
see.
so you're
Interesting.
playing therapy with the mouse right now. Um, Dimbledore, what are you doing?
Would you say the ashes are still near him?
Oh yeah, they're still in the air. They're like falling down, so you can make out like the top of him, so you see where he is, but it's still pretty like ashy.
He's going to. What would work here? Would there be gunpowder? I guess I could just have like gunpowder, but that's not fun.
I'm assuming your gun's magical, like it fires using magic.
Yeah.
Pulls power from the shadow realms.
Would it be? I'm gonna go ahead and try to put like a fire in the gun. I don't know, and then shoot the gun with the fire.
So you're gonna try and shoot condensed fire into this angel.
It's like a shadow fire, though.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna say this is gonna be. Oh gosh, would this would be a magic roll?
All right, I'm gonna use my determination. I'm dead.
Oh.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you guys: do you think that'd be magic or physical?
Which
Because
the
because I'm torn right now, and I don't want to
yeah.
kill a character off over something dumb. If you guys think I was mistaken,
Well, I mean, he's using magic within his gun to
Mm,
harm the angel. Therefore, I would say that it would be battle. But you could.
yeah.
I was thinking.
It's kind of
I
tricky.
was looking. I was looking at this, and I'm like, what if you combine the rules?
that would not be fair.
It might be because remember
It'd
we
be
only
more
roll
like
up to
making.
3.
Which one did you go with originally?
I went with magic, but
Yeah.
if you guys think battle, then let's roll battle.
It feels closer to battle just because it's more like it's like clearly offensive as opposed to like using
Well,
magic.
because and he's using the gun, which has always been battle before. But
Yeah.
for a minute
Yeah.
I thought about the magic, but then I kind of had regrets about doing that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
roll
Yeah,
me
so
a battle.
I would say that it's a battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna retcon that because I don't agree.
Okay, I'm still dead.
Fuck.
Well, you said you were gonna use your determination, so roll one more d6.
Oh please.
Okay, I'm still dead.
Okay, no, the gods have decided that you're gonna pay the price. You coalesce this fire and it condenses down in front of you, and it goes into your gun. But when you go to pull the trigger, it just blows up in your face, and as you're engulfed in flame, you turn into a puff of magic and disappear.
His hair, his magically gorgeous hair, like starts like singeing as he puffs into smoke.
No. Not the locks.
So Yeah, you'll wake up in the castle and come out to see Oscar sitting there playing therapist to a mouse.
Oh, oh, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, you blew up on your face again, didn't it?
Fire. It's not my best.
Okay, we should probably head back over there. Blurt is all by herself out there. Oh my gosh! And I just realizing like, oh yeah, like I got so caught up with the scampers, I just kind of just forgot what was going on. Ah, I just yeah, I start running, and I um
Take your griffin and fly back.
yeah, I take my griffin and I'm like all right, full speed to the to the library, just that area, just so I'm just like he's just like an arrow, just
Okay. So yeah, you'll get there quickly. Um, Dimbledork, how are you getting back? Are you gonna jump from shadow to shadow?
Dumbledore's gonna go back to his lair, and where he has a collection of, I guess, guns
Okay.
and maybe like a coffin. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some
Sounds good.
yeah. Draw a little circle and try to swap places with the Shadow Knight they left.
Okay. Roll me that magic. You draw this rune on the ground. Um, get everything just perfect. They start to glow, and this portal opens up um, beneath you, and you like basically kind of just deposit. Like you drop like a couple feet, but it's not very far onto the ground, and the portal after it drops you down on the ground, it raises up above your head and then winks out above your head. And yeah, you've changed place. You don't see the knight there anymore.
Wasn't the knight summoned to the mausoleum?
But he had told him to come outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
But yeah,
cleared the path.
you are right. He was summoned down there for a while. So you weren't wrong.
Oh no, he went and smashed. No, what was it that had to go smash the what's his face, or the guy that was crawling up the stairs?
The Black Knight did that,
Okay.
and then he was told to leave the place because he would have been blocking the way out with how big he is.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, you trade places, and now you're like by the walls of the castle. Um, and all you see around you is like these piles of terracotta clay that used to be bodies. And there's a snake, there's a giant gorilla, and they're just kind of playing with the bodies now. Like the gorilla is just playing around with the bodies, using them like little soldiers and shit, and playing games. Um, the snake is just kind of relaxing, and your knight is now where you were. Blurt, what are you doing? You're there by yourself with this angel that looks like it's dying.
The dust ash in the air, is it still there, or did it kind of dissipate when uh when Dimbledore took his last breath and reappeared at the castle?
It didn't dissipate, but the blast blew it away.
Okay. So
Because it was just ash thrown in the air. It wasn't actually a spell.
so while she was coughing, she was also calming her lungs to get rid of the cough, and then she was slowly like I want to say like army crawling towards to where the angel was, and she is going to take the whip that she has, and she's going to like attempt to like attach onto the angel, like bear hug it from behind, and she's gonna take the whip and she's gonna like wrap it around her round its neck and like pull both ends so that it gets tight.
So you're trying to guillotine him.
I'm trying to decapitate it.
Roll me a physical or a battle.
This is gonna be fun.
You go to wrap around this angel's neck. You wrap it around, try and get it a couple times, and he fights you, and he grabs both of your hands, and he starts pulling them back, and he smashes his hands back towards you, and hits you in the face. But in so doing, you both fall backwards, and your hands just pull back towards you instinctively, and it pulls the cord or the thing tight and cuts the whip tight. God, I couldn't think of the damn word for a second. Pulls the whip tight and rips his head off. You're
Okay,
able
so
to
that was-
dodge out of the way so it doesn't fall right on top of you, but
Okay, so that was a success.
it was you take 1 stress. Sorry, I should have said that.
Still haven't gotten any determination dice.
Does ours reset?
Yeah.
Yes, when you make it to the castle, it resets.
Okay. Okay. How close would I be at this point? Going full speed with the griffin.
Probably because she just killed him, you'd be showing up probably as she's realizing that she's still hearing shit breaking and burning inside.
Okay. So would I see the body though in the head?
Yep.
And I just hurriedly I just run over and I'm like and I look at the head and I grab the head and I'm like and I say the inventor of the throat lozenge passed away. There was no coffin at his funeral. And I just look up at Blurt and I'm just smiling
Very proud of yourself.
Oh yeah.
She
He responds to that.
she's
reaction.
she's still recovering from the fact that the body and the angel is covering her in even though she dodged the
Oh, she'd still get
decapitation,
sprayed, yeah.
she still gets sprayed, and I'm gonna say that probably it wasn't really blood, it was fufa dust or something, and she's now covered in glitter. And
Okay, if you want to do that, you're gonna have to make a magic roll because they have blood in them.
they're angels.
Yeah, they bleed.
Tasty.
They bleed.
It would be
Sparkles.
something liquid. It wouldn't be something solid.
Oh boy.
You could have goo.
You said magic roll?
Yeah, you could have goo covered with sprinkles, but
Okay.
so you can. It's got to be something liquid, but it can be sprinkly as you want it.
Yeah, it's like rainbow. It's like rainbow colored blood with glitter inside of it.
Oh, that's what she looks like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I dropped the head of the angel and then I'm just like, hey, that looks kind of nice on you.
And it's still got the rainbow sections because it flows as a rainbow in the angel's veins.
Whoa, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and
It's sparkly as fuck.
What? Well, I mean, if vampires can't be sparkly appropriately on Twilight, then
Oh, God,
angels have to take the place.
I'm down with angels being sparkly, not vampires, though.
Yeah, angels are okay to be sparkly, just not vampires. You said what was the joke, Noah? I'm sorry. My
Oh,
brain is
I said the inventor of the throat lozenge passed away. There was no coffin at his funeral, like coughing.
yeah, she's
Oh,
just she's gonna like shove the body off and be like, "Ha ha, that was a good one." And she's gonna like double gun you, like, yeah.
yeah, double gun back.
Um Um, yeah. And before the body dissipates, if it does, she's gonna like make sure she grabs a couple of the angelic feathers. She wants to pluck the feathers.
Okay, you can easily pluck some feathers. And you guys hear crash, crash, boom.
Oh man, I
The
think there's
smoke
still.
is—it's almost getting hard to breathe outside now. And Dumbledore, since they took a couple minutes outside, you'd be showing up about now because you had to come from the wall.
Are you gonna eat that?
Sorry.
The the leftovers.
Eat.
He
Who are you gonna feed it to,
You
you
said
weirdo?
eat.
he pulls out his pet vulture.
Oh my goodness. Have at it.
More with the fingering, huh?
You watch as the vulture obviously goes for the eyes first because those are
See,
sweet meat to the fucking vultures.
exactly.
But this vulture goes directly for the fingers afterwards. It starts eating the flesh off the fingers.
Goodness, he's trained it to. He's trained it to get the. See, you see what he does with his creatures.
You notice
Right.
they leave the bones behind.
See, and I'm just like looking at her, like looking at Blur, like see what he does. See, this is
Recycle.
how. Okay. Oh God. Okay, I think there's a fire elemental in there. We need to get in there right now. Does anyone have a bucket of water? I'm joking. We're wizards, okay?
Um, so Blurt is gonna kind of like clear the smoke in front of her and is like going to like see if she can get a clear shot. She's trying to make sure she can actually see inside the building. Um, and if she can, what she's going to do is she's gonna do a Doctor Strange like movement in her arm, her hands again, and um above where the fire elemental is, you're gonna see a portal open up, and it's gonna the outline of the portal is gonna look like it's wavy blue, like it's gonna have like animation to it, sort of like the waves of the ocean, like moving. And then from within the portal, you're gonna start seeing like the sprinkle of like downpour of rain.
Okay, I'm guessing you're gonna do more than a sprinkle.
Well, yeah. She's gonna bring down a downpour of rain, but it's not
Okay.
gonna be like she's not flooding it with the ocean. She's conjured a portal to a
Yeah, no,
uh
I'm just saying it takes a lot of water to try and put out a fire elemental.
well, she's also
So
trying
it'd just
her
be heavy rain is the thing. So
her ultimate goal is to like douse out like the fire around before she goes after the elemental itself. That way they can clearly see.
okay,
So, that's probably a magical thing, right?
yeah, definitely a magic roll. Yeah, that one you definitely you conjure your portal and you start moving it around the room, dousing the place, and you're putting out the fires. The fire elemental in some places is just relighting them, and you have to go back and put them out. And but you catch glimpses of other elementals inside. There's the one that was crashing through the bookcases and stuff, and then the one that was burning things.
Oh man. Okay.
And I'm guessing, and actually, some of the smoke is filtering out through that hole too, so it'll make it easier to see inside. The portal that you created, that Bert
Right.
created, that smoke would start pouring out of that thing. So wherever that portal's emptying out of, or like going to, is getting a lot of smoke right now. But it's also making it a lot easier to see inside. And you see a fire and earth elemental.
We all see them at
Yeah.
this. No? Okay. Oh boy.
And you see the fire elementals moving up to the third floor now.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
The earth elemental looks like he's trying to knock out supports.
Oh god. Oh god. This is bad. Ah.
Oh God, we're all gonna die. Oh,
There's
sorry.
some very important books in there. I mean, important books to the community. When I say that, of course, I mean the community. There's a lot of books that the community values. And then I'm just gonna kind of run up to the I'm gonna run up to the earth elemental, and I'm gonna just uh jam it up with a crap ton of crystal arrows. I'm gonna take my bow out.
Okay, so you take your
Spit a
bow out and
bunch.
you shoot him full. Try and shoot him with crystal arrows. That'll be a physical.
Yep.
You sound excited.
I am very excited. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay, just gonna.
So you take one stress and one determination,
Mm-hmm.
and when you go to pull the boat back, you actually break it.
Oh shit.
You pull the bow back so far, trying to get just you're trying to put this earth elemental down, that the bow
Yeah.
breaks.
Okay.
I don't want you to fall
You
into
can just
something.
hear an shit.
Yeah,
Me.
it snaps in your hand. You're holding one half. The string is holding like it. It's like the other half of it is hanging from the string. Um, Bart and Dumbledore, what are you doing?
Um, Blurt is still focusing on the fires, and she's trying to figure out how to take care of the fire elemental, um, whilst keeping the room doused. And
You honestly have, just as a hint, you have the easiest power to deal with these elementals with.
yeah, I'm trying to run it on like a concentration based type thing. So like the portal she's already got open, she's concentrating on,
Well,
and
yeah.
I don't wanna have like too many things that she's focusing all of her powers on,
Okay,
because then
I'm
that
just pointing
splits
out that the
her.
fire elemental is starting to burn the third floor. So, like, you're
Uh,
stopping fires down here, but that's also destroying the books by getting them all wet. So if you're trying to stop the destruction, you're wanting to stop the fire elemental. Well, and the earth elemental, but yeah. What are you guys up to?
so okay, so she's gonna close off the water portal,
Okay.
and she's gonna open another portal that teleports her to the third floor. Um, and puts her relatively close to where the fire elemental is, but not like right in front of him.
Okay.
And she's going to draw another symbol in the air and position it to where the fire elemental will most likely walk and put it on the ground. And there's a portal there, and it looks like inky blackness on the inside, and it has no border. And then she pops out from behind wherever she's hiding. She's not really hiding; she just teleported there. And she's gonna be like, "Yo, Mr. Toasty, sexy one's over here. Come and get her."
It is literally focused on the books. It doesn't even look towards you, and elementals have some intelligence. So it would see a giant portal on the floor if you didn't put it right underneath it. So it's gonna, like, since you put it next to it, it's gonna kind of go around the portal and start trying to go for more books.
Okay. Well, she's gonna make that portal disappear, and we'll give
Well, Dimbledore, what are you doing?
give Dimmadork a turn.
Dumbledore's gonna take some of the angel blood, make a little sigil on the ground, and try to summon some kind of specter. That's yeah.
Okay. Roll me a magic.
He's gonna use the rainbow angel blood that's sparkly.
So you summon this specter, and it comes to your bidding, and it looks at you. I don't want to. And turned his back on you.
Oh shit.
And it is trying to fight your will. Because that was a success, but something bad happens. I figure it not working with you is probably pretty bad.
You want the leftovers? He points to the angel.
You and leftovers. Um,
Can I
and,
get? Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, are you doing anything?
I wanted to get into the like description. Like, what exactly is the earth elemental look like?
Earth Elemental looks like a tall humanoid with no head, but two eyes and a mouth coming out of what would be like the neck shoulder area.
Okay.
Large arms with three-fingered hands. Each finger is large and round, and the feet are just stumps, like elephant foot feet.
Okay. 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 So I'm gonna say, well, my bow has failed me, but I still have Big Mo. And then I do this like really like theatrical, like over the top, like movement, like something's like I'm calling something from like the depths of hell or something, but
Okay.
it's not hell,
Very
but
dramatic summoning
yeah,
movements.
super dramatic, and I'm like, and like my freaking my top, like my shirt, just like comes off, and I'm just like, Big Mo, and the freaking giant mole comes out of the ground, and I want him to attack the earth elemental.
Okay, roll me a magic.
Okay. And I'm gonna put a determination into this.
He got one recently.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that hasn't rolled crappily enough to get a determination dice.
Right?
Well, now I have none.
So the mole comes up, and you watch as this mole burrows up through the floor, and it's this massive mole. It's huge. It's probably the same size as this elemental. And you watch its claws just start digging into this elemental, and the mole starts burrowing through the elemental.
Oh yeah.
You watch it. It keeps burrowing and burrowing, and it's about halfway through right now, and the elemental's turning to try and fight it.
Yeah, I'm just glistening with sweat, and I'm just like doing a little like fist bump, like, yeah, go Big Mo, yeah.
Right on. I love it. And then Blurt.
So like she makes the portal disappear, and then like as she watches his patterns to see if there's any kind of like pattern that he's doing or if he's just randomly pulling books from bookshelves. But as she does so, she watches his steps, and just as he steps in between two of the bookshelves, because I'm thinking that this is like a library, because that's what we started with.
Mm-hmm. It's a big library.
Like right as he makes it to like the halfway point, she opens the portal again, the same portal, and the inky blackness just starts like sucking him in.
Okay, so you open up under his foot as he's taking a step.
Yep.
And the inky blackness kind of grabs hold of his foot and like crawls up his leg and starts pulling him in and like gripping him in.
Yep. Nope.
I really wanted that one to work.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, you try and summon this portal and nothing happened. Like nothing is summoned underneath this thing, but underneath your feet, you see this portal start to open up. I'll give you a chance to like fly or something like that to get away from it, but there's a portal opening up underneath you.
Underneath me?
Yeah. Well, that was a fail. Like that was, and you get one determination and one.
Wow! I finally got a determination, guys.
Yeah.
I totally like busted it, but I totally like I won my determination point.
You
finally.
did get one.
Like she's gonna understand how the portals work, and she's gonna like immediately like just dodge out of the way and like do like a triple like roll and like land right beside like a bookcase or something away from the portal.
Okay. Roll me a battle.
Okay, she's gonna use her only determination to roll against that because
I wanted to give you a chance to use it, so. You do a triple roll. You do that exactly as you said it. You know how portals work, and so you knew which side of the portal you were on, so you could get off the nearer side. And you jump way off to the side, roll 3 times, come back up perfectly. You know, in that superhero stance that people get.
Hey, did everybody know today's superhero day?
Only because you told me.
Yeah, now I know.
I saw somebody post
you.
on Twitter. It's
You told me?
It's superhero day
Yeah.
or something.
A few hours ago.
Okay, my bad. Then Gene told me. Icecaller told me.
Hey.
So used to calling you Gene on this night.
Just call him Gene. Just call him Gene. Just
No.
you know.
Dumbledore.
There's clearly a difference. One's a shadow using edgelord. The other's a shadow using edgelord. I mean,
sexy.
completely different.
A sexy.
Yeah, but one's
using...
especially sexy.
I don't
Yeah,
know that
Gorgeous hair.
charisma bonus though.
with his Thor hair that's
Okay.
all blonde and
But
yeah,
you
sexy.
guys gotta take into account he's got like a 20 charisma.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
God
His
damn it!
other
You're right. They're the
character is
same.
gorgeous too.
God damn it! I forgot.
I can only play one character.
He
Fate is
rolled the
chosen.
same character.
Oh my god.
The only difference was this was ranged.
So, Big Mo is still going at this Earth
Yeah,
Elemental.
Big Mo looks like it's gonna handle the Earth Elemental.
Okay, cool. And so where exactly is she in proximity to me?
She's on the 3rd floor. Like you're
She's
on the
fighting the
2nd
fire.
floor.
Okay. Is there a hole that I can jump through to get up there?
No, she didn't have one.
Oh, okay, okay.
She dropped it to do other stuff.
Oh, okay. I meant just like a hole in the ceiling,
Oh
not like a portal, but just like a hole or.
no,
He
there
might
wouldn't
have
be any.
he might have started burning a hole in it. What's the building made out of?
There's no like it had just gotten upstairs though.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like it has a.
So
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's
It was on the
because it's
second.
moving. It's not staying in one spot.
That's
It's
right, it's
moving,
going
trying
up.
to catch all the books on fire.
Okay, okay, okay. Then I'm gonna go find this. I guess the stairs really quickly and
Yeah, you're close to the
go as
stairs.
fast as possible to the 3rd floor, and get onto that scene like kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So I still have like these 2 pieces of my bow that were sort of what they were before. I'm gonna sort of like hold them in my hands and hold them together and like start murmuring incantations. Um, I want to try to I want to try to repair it if I can.
Okay, roll me a magic.
Okay.
Well, actually, no.
God damn
Don't
it.
roll me a magic. That's
Okay.
not well, because that's not that doesn't deal with combat. That's not.
Oh, okay.
And I said that before I even saw the dice, so you're
Okay.
lucky.
Okay, good. So what does that mean? What do I do?
So it means you're able to fix it.
Okay. Okay. So I just yeah.
Just like she was able to portal back without having to roll for it. And...
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. So I just sort of like murmur for a few seconds. It takes a few seconds, and it slowly starts to kind of reform. And it's a little bit different than before. Like it has a different kind of like curves to it a little bit. It's a little different because it ends up a little different every time. I have to reform it because I've had to do it a few times. It breaks, and I have to.
Fair
But
enough.
yes, repair it, and I'm like, okay. And then I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try to fire a shot at it.
Okay, gonna fire your volley at him. Or are
Yeah.
you trying to fire some like one super powerful shot, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna try. Is she like hiding from it, or like I forget what you like how you?
She had to roll away from it. So when you come up, she's actually probably next to you, but on the other side of the railing, kind of thing. And she had to roll away from. You see, there's a portal in kind of the middle of the room, like 5 feet away from her.
Okay. In that case, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try to shoot like a pretty strong. I just want to shoot a normal shot at it just to see if it if it does anything because I haven't attacked this thing yet.
Okay.
So I just want to just shoot a real quick shot at it. I just repaired my bow, so I kind of just want to test it out. So I just shoot a real quick shot, just straight at
Well,
it.
you can shoot just one quick shot at it without having to roll, because one quick shot's not going to do a whole lot of damage.
That's fine. Yeah. I'm okay with rolling. I was just making clear that it's not like Hail Mary, massive.
Okay. Well, yeah, like one shot to gauge how much one shot doesn't do anything to it.
It doesn't.
Like, you said you're just firing one regular arrow straight at
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
One arrow, even a crystal arrow, is just going to basically melt on impact.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought that might happen. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, these things are immune to anything but magic, and you know.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so I kind of like turned to Blurt and I'm like, what do you think? Like after I make that shot and it kind of just melts.
Well, if we can get him into that portal, he'll be taken care of.
Okay. Um,
So, do you have any arrows other than your crystal bow?
hmm.
And Dimbledork, you're probably coming upstairs.
I don't know if I carry. Did I bring the? No, this is the only quiver I brought. I think. Let's check. Uh,
Be creative. Like,
let's see. Oh, wait a minute.
Actually, hold on a minute. She keeps her concentration on the portal that she's trying to get the elemental to come towards, but she also takes her whip, and the end of it that's not got the whip part on it, she taps it on on her leg like 3 times, and a small portal opens beside her, and it's like a pocket dimension backpack, and she reaches in and she pulls out an arrow and she hands it uh to Noah. I've been working on this for you.
Oh,
This might come in handy.
okay. I kind of like look.
And what you see is you see it's an arrow, and it's got a golden, like the feathery part would be like a golden, it's like a golden feather, and then the tip of it is like a bluish purple that changes the color as you move it, like in the shimmer of the
okay,
light.
like that oil shimmer.
Yeah.
Oh,
And 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 it's a bluish purple, and she says, try this.
hmm.
Okay. What is it going to do?
it it On impact of wherever it hits,
Well,
it
actually, should we wait to see if he hits first, or do you want to tell us now?
um well, it's gonna, no matter where it hits, it's still gonna basically detonate.
Okay.
So
Oh
it's up to
God.
you. So let's see
Say
it. Let's
that.
see it.
Nope.
Well,
What does it do?
so basically, it's gonna open a portal, like just from the explosion, and it's gonna be like an implosion portal. So it's basically gonna open, and then it's gonna suck whatever's nearby into
Oh.
it, and then disappear.
Okay. So roll me a magic to see how well you made that. That's
Oh,
basically you casting a spell. Booyahs. So
yeah,
that's
yeah, that's nothing.
now it's up to you.
Shit. That's not good.
I need a battle roll from you.
That's
Oh
not good.
oh shit!
Fuck me.
Doesn't he get like advantage because he's using his bow?
Nope.
Or like with how good her thing was, can I get like a +1 or something? No? Okay.
Nope.
Here we go. Alright. I'm gonna take my shot now. Oh.
Oh fuck!
Oh fuck. So before I do this, I just want to say like what it looks like before I do this. I'm like, oh thanks, this is awesome. Let's take this motherfucker out. And I like give her a nod and I'm like, and I look really cool and stuff, and I kind of step back and I'm like, get ready to be extinguished, bitch. And I fire at the thing.
So, um, Blurt, Odds or evens?
Oh no!
Oh fuck. Odds.
Do you want a D20 or a D6?
Um, D6.
Fuck.
Fuck.
It works exactly as you said. Perfectly. This arrow, you see in your last moments that this arrow works perfectly in every way that you hoped it would. As it opens up underneath your feet because the arrow falls off of his bow and lands next to him. Or like doesn't fall off, but like it goes to shoot and it like goes off sideways, you know? So it like falls off to the side.
Shit.
And yeah. I'll be nice and give you a chance to do something magical to get out of this. As it's sucking you through, because you know what to expect.
Yeah, I kind of already figured out which plane it was gonna go to if it imploded.
So you're just gonna go and come back.
Well,
Well,
so
shit.
I figured that the plane that it was gonna implode to was like it was gonna be like something similar to like the astral sea.
Yeah.
In the D&D world, because that's the only thing I can really compare it to.
Okay.
And as far as I know, like, can humans breathe in the astral sea?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, but they can't like walk in the astral sea, so
In the
they're
astral
just
sea, your movement is determined by thought and willpower.
okay. So yeah, as soon as she bamfs into the astral sea, like the one thing she does is she wraps her jacket again so that she's got the protection barrier around her. And then as soon as that barrier goes up, she like conjures another portal so she can bamf through it. And
Okay, so
she's gonna
Oh
end
my
up
god.
like on the other side of the elemental, uh away from troublemaker Oscar.
Hey, you're the one who gave me the damn thing. Alright.
so uh Dimbledork, what are you doing while they do this?
He's gonna look around, see that they're not here. Figure it's safe to uh, finish it as quickly as possible. He goes ahead and grabs the angel's heart, uh, pulls it out of the chest, uh, signs signs a sigil on his own chest, and bites into the heart and tries to bring and fully engulf himself in his own shadow, I guess,
Okay.
and have him go mindless since he assumes it's safe.
Go mindless. So engulfed in your own shadow and do what though?
Try to attack whatever was in there.
Okay, so you're
Whatever they
trying to go into some like evil, shadowy berserk rage thing.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a magic.
Oh.
You do go into a shadowy, like you do turn into a shadowy creature and go after this thing, but you're also like you're smashing it into books and like dragging it along the bookshelf and like you're you're fighting it, but you're smashing this library up too. And Oscar, you watch as he his shadows just kind of emanate from him and turn oily and dark and start taking solid form until he's this large humanoid monstrous type thing with a large gaping mouth and like large claws, and it just starts trying to tear into this elemental, and you're watching dark versus light, fire versus shadow.
Oh my god.
This elemental's just giving you guys the hardest time.
Yeah. Um. Okay.
If you don't take an action, Blurt will be coming back shortly.
What? Oh yeah. Shit. Um. That just failed entirely. That.
Yeah, you
Thing.
watch that arrow take her out, and you're like, you probably know, like, you know her powers or like what she's good at, so you know that she's probably fine and
Yeah.
on her way back. But
I'm still kind of discouraged because like this is the second time I've done something and she's just disappeared. So I'm kind of like I'm feeling kind of like I'm feeling kind of like self-conscious, like shit, like I'm kind of fucked up a couple times, you know. Um.
so do you freeze
So
up?
I think yeah, I think I do because typically I'm able to do things really with really good like stylish flair, but I think I'm just kind of like shit, like
Okay.
like I'm having like a
So
little bit of
as
existential
you're
crisis
sitting there
right now.
staring at the spot that she disappeared from, and just like wondering what the fuck is going on with life,
Yeah.
um, you see her pop back up on the other side of the elemental, like the other side of the room,
Mhm.
because Dimbledork, and when you come into the room, you see this large shadowy creature fighting the elemental, and it's it's looking like it's holding its own at least.
The elemental.
No, the shadowy creature.
Oh,
It looks
okay.
like it's getting the better of it.
Okay. Um. She she's gonna stop to take a breath. Um. The anger and exhaustion of her stress level is starting to build up, and she's I'm going off the sheet because it does say that stress can represent many things. Um.
Yeah.
She is getting a little bit jealous over the fact that Mr. I have amazing hair uh in his shadowy magic is like defeating this creature that she so desperately wants to um send to another plane.
Mm-hmm.
And she is just going to Scarlet Witch her way, and her powers are going to start uh emanating, and you see this purple crackle come out of her fingers, and right under where the two of them are fighting, this portal develops again. And it's a portal, and this time the ring around it is a dark rainbow color. So it changes colors, but it's the darker version of the colors, and so it's seething off her anger.
Okay.
um and she tries to angle it just perfect so that the both of them go through the portal.
Oh.
Roll me a magic, and this will be a higher difficulty.
Oh my.
Nice. I am gonna, like I've done for you, give him a chance to roll out of the way. That'd be a battle, Mr. Dimbledork. Nope, you're sucked through.
Holy shit. What the fuck is happening?
So both of them are sucked through. You know that it was Dimbledork that got sucked through there. Uh, Blurt doesn't.
Oh. I know that, but Blurt doesn't know that.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Blur's just gonna put up a finger, and she's gonna take a deep breath, and she's gonna let some of the anger roll off of her so she can calm herself down. And then she's going to open a portal in the ceiling, and because they're all wearing their matching bracelets that that Oscar made for them, she is going to open a portal that only responds to anybody with that bracelet, but it attaches to any of the dimensions that they may or may not be in. So the only thing that he sees when that portal opens on the ceiling is he sees the fire elemental like thump into the portal like outline, but he sees the shadow creature fall through.
Okay.
So she
Shadow
like
creature falls through, lands on the ground, and looks at both of you guys, and there's recognition there, and you see that most of this floor has been trashed now,
Yeah.
but and like there's fires going all over still, like not huge ones, but you can still see fires. But he starts to calm down, and um let's do one more roll to see if you come back. Well, no, because you'd automatically come back from this once the threat ended. That's the way Berserk Rages go. They die out after, you're not getting hit anymore. So yeah, you'd probably slump down to the floor. Now that I think about it, Dimbledork, after like a good 5 minutes, you'd slump down to the floor, kind of like Hulk style. Having thrashed this fire elemental before it got sent to another plane. And the three of you here outside, they're probably still in there. Let's go get them. And it's the familiar sound of the law. And you know they're not likely to believe your story.
Oh shit. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Even though the stone elemental is still around, or did we
Well, no,
port him
the
to?
mole tore through that thing.
Yeah, Big Mo took that thing out.
Okay, so she's gonna tap her whip twice more and pull out a pebble from her magic backpack. And she's going to bounce it on the floor, and a portal's gonna open, and she's gonna point. Go. It teleports back to the castle.
I'm assuming, yeah.
One sec. I'm gonna run. I really need to get book 9 from this, really steamy erotic book series I'm reading. I've just finished 8. I wanted to get 9, so I'm gonna go and grab 9 really quick. I know it's somewhere. I think it's on this floor, so I'm gonna run and grab it, and then I'm gonna go through the portal. But I gotta grab that.
Can you get me 10, 11, and 12 too?
That's fine. Of course, I'm gonna get 10, 11, 12. Of course, I'm gonna get. I'm just going and grab the rest of the first
series.
The series, yeah, it has like different phases. It's like phase 1, it's like part 1 through 12, and then there's phase 2, and it goes. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the multiverse.
And yeah. Dumbledore, is there something you're grabbing before you go?
Yeah, you hear a murmur, no leftovers, and then you just kind of swap with the shadow, the night.
Okay. I'm gonna say, since this is out of combat and you're concentrating, like you're calm, it just happens. The same as her portal.
Wait, so he doesn't go through the portal?
Nope, he swaps with the knight and puts a knight of shadow here instead.
Oh, right. Because the knight's at the castle, right?
Yep.
So she's gonna bounce
cool.
the ball again, and it's gonna suck up the portal, and she's gonna chase after Oscar once she sees that Shadow Man has disappeared, and she's gonna chase after Oscar so that they're both in the same location when he's done getting his books, so that she can bounce the ball again.
Yep, and you guys grab the books, you bounce the ball as you see the law come running into the place, and you guys are behind the bookshelf so they don't see you guys dip out, but you see them, and you guys leave right before they get close enough to see you. All of you reunite back at the castle, having saved the day once again.
Heroes.
Heroes for sure. So what if there was a trail of wreckage left behind you? You saved everybody's life and a good number of books.
Yes, especially the important ones.
Exactly, you're serious.
So when the police come to the point where the portal was, where the blockage was for the fire elemental, that portal's still there, and all they can see is the fire elemental banging on the portal edge like it's glass, trying to like bust through.
And the shadow knights there.
Yeah, and the shadow.
He's just standing there awkwardly.
You're not
probably
like there's a limit to the range you're going to be able to maintain that. So at some point it's going to die out.
Yep.
But yeah, at first they'll see it up there, and they'll be trying to figure out why.
It would be funny if like the knight was positioned right below that portal, and like right as her magic fizzled out, the portal opened again, and like the fire elemental fell on the sword and was like,
No, because the whole point of this is you guys saving the day, not just leaving behind something that's going to kill everything anyways.
Yeah, I know.
So what I described happened. You guys made your escape. You guys saved the day. You guys are heroes for the country, even though they don't appreciate you and what you do for them.
Yeah.
Suck it, Sokovia.
Exactly. So yeah,
we saved your asses. Get over it.
That is Sexy Battle Wizards.
Hooray!
Oh.
We need to make that a thing. That needs to be like a once a month thing where we just come back with the same characters and like make that a thing.
It'd probably get old with the same characters.
Probably, maybe, yeah, probably. With how it's set up.
That was fun though.
That was fun. That was enjoyable.
You guys were so creative with so much of your stuff. It was so much fun. Like the shit you guys were coming up with was just ridiculous.
Did you catch my thing with the patches on the artwork? Did you figure out, or on the jacket? Did you figure out what I was trying to reference that off of?
No, it's on the tip of my mind. I know I should recognize it, but I don't.
Artificer.
Okay.
Doesn't the artificer class have to use like a jacket or something and have like
well no, it's they have to use physical things, like they either create patches or potions or something like that.
Oh, okay.
They don't actually have spells. So I mean, some of them probably do use patches.
Well, and this is just me, but the one reference that I have for an artificer is when Scanlan Shorthalt left for the short period of time during campaign 1, they brought in Tyrion Darrington.
Yeah, I know. I watched campaign 1.
And he was an artificer, so I was kind of basing it off of that.
Another good artificer that would be great for ideas is Xander Jeanneret. He's on Geek and Sundry. If you watch the D&D campaign that Deborah Ann Wall DMs, he's in it, and he plays an artificer that is probably the best artificer ever. Like, even better than Sam's.
Yeah, I didn't care for Tarrington. I liked Doty. Doty was about as close as I got to liking.
I love the fuck out of Tarrington, but no, you guys did great tonight, all of you.
That was fun. That was truly chaotic.
I wasn't sure where this thing was going.
We should have recorded that so that We should have recorded that
I
just
did.
for okay. Well, you should send it to Tebow
Okay.
and be like, "This is what you missed."
No.
No, well, I didn't mean it in a mean way. I meant like,
No,
here,
I
watch
know,
some
but I don't know if he'd take it that way.
watch some chaotic fun.
Yeah, I might do that.
Don't laugh too hard when you watch it though.
Right?
That was insane.
What was the
We
pain?
went an hour over.
Oh Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
was
saw
gonna
it.
because we were like in the middle of shit, so I was just like, fuck it. I mean,
Yeah, I was trying to wrap it up for you guys, but
yeah. Well, we kept failing.
We
Yeah.
kept failing. The perfect arrow and it fails. It does
Yeah,
exactly what it's supposed to.
you're like, I
but it
made this
takes care
perfect
of-
arrow for you. Oh yeah, fuck. It just drops.
Don't mind while I just make sure that you fall through wherever it's supposed to send this off to.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
that was ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
I-
did record that,
Yeah.
so I got a buddy who's starting to do. He wants to do video editing for me.
Ooh.
Hopefully he's just getting into it, so he's not like
Yeah.
a pro. He wants to practice, and I'm like, well, I need somebody to edit my shit. So if you want to practice, I got plenty of material for you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't mind practicing either. Give him a tip. My editing software that I use is called. Hold on a minute, let me find it. Where did it go?
So while you're looking that up, Eddie, I do have a question. Honestly, any feedback for things I could have done better? Since this is my
Nope.
first one shot.
No, that was perfect.
I mean, I thought it was really good. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's a one shot, so I know it's like a different thing. So I can't really compare it to like other stuff.
Fair enough.
It's kind of hard to, because it's supposed to be like kind of like boom, boom.
I just always like feedback.
Because this is the second one shot I've done. This one is definitely a lot more chaotic than the first one. Because the first one was at least like based around 5e, and like it was 5e, and it was just a one shot, But this is like a one shot kind of thing, like one page.
This was kind of nuts. Some of your guys' rolls.
This
were
was
just
like really insane, but I knew that coming in. I enjoyed it.
I'm looking at your guys' rolls sometimes, just face palming like fuck.
Yeah.
To work. It's called it's a company called Wondershare, and the product is called Filmora.
Oh, Filmora. I'm familiar. I'm familiar with that.
It's pretty inexpensive to buy, and
Yeah, the free version is basically useless because it's like just has a massive watermark on it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. I've been through the whole I was like, oh, I edited this video. It's so good. It's like, fuck.
The one nice thing that Filmora does is they offer you or the editors or who's ever using it, like